Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, morning, noon, or night, everyone. And welcome to the r/am I the Arsehole stream. Hi, guys. How are you? Welcome, welcome. It's lovely to see you. Hello, Asta. Hello, Ren. Hi, Lasty. Hi, Kale. Hi, Sorrel. Hi, Hiya. How are you? Welcome, welcome to Tea Time. How are you guys? Hi, As. I hope you're all doing lovely. I hope your day's been going brilliantly so far. How have your days been going, by the way? I would love to hear about all the shenanigans thou hast been getting up to. I'm doing well today, Ren. Thank you for asking. Honestly, I would admit I've had like one foot in the proverbial grave today. A bitch has been wanting naps. Oh my god. Wait. Let me just quickly reposition that just a little. Okay, yeah. It's been like me one snaps day, but it's okay. It's my own fault. I'm suffering hubris of my own sins. It's like that whole like, man, it's like, oh wow, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Looks in mirror, and who's to blame for this, dickhead? Who is to blame? And the reflection's like, heh, yeah. Oh my god, but like, oh my god, as I feel that deep in my soul. Honestly, I had like 4 hours. However, I did manage to pull through the day. I literally got home and like fell asleep for like an hour and a half. Like this bitch, I like set alarms. I was like, I'm having a nap. So I had some nap and then I got up like half hour ago. I was like, okay, let's do this. Wakey. Oh my god. Though, oh no, Ren, oh no. Honestly, it looks like we're all just a bunch. Oh, we're all just a bunch of sleepy losers today. I love that. Solidarity and snooze. Oh my god. Welcome back, Hiya. Oh my god. But yeah, like literally. However, like today, my. It's like I didn't realize that my boss was going to do it because I kind of just assumed, like a metaphorical pat on the head. You're older now, and be like, yeah, and just move on. Like he's a very lovely chap. I was expecting to make like a happy birthday or something. That was enough. But no, my boss was very nice, and he organized a little mini at work birthday party for me, which was really freaking sweet of him. And basically, what he did was he got a cake, and he took over one of the meeting rooms for about like a half-odd hour. And basically it was like, hey, this is AITA's birthday time. And yeah, and it's like, oh shit, that was really nice. And it was a cheesecake. Hi Rita, how are you? Welcome. It was a cheesecake. And it was very tasty. And I think everyone finished like maybe half of it because we all had little slices. And then it was like, oh yeah, by the way, like either you can take this home. And I'm like, oh my god, I have a fridge full of fucking cake right now. So like, I kid you not, I've still got like a half of like my actual birthday cake, and now I've got half of second cake. I have double cake, and it's like cheesecake. Like this bitch is lactose as fuck. Like, oh my god, I'ma die, but it's worth it. But it's so nice. It's like a cheesecake with like it's a normal cheesecake with like chocolate topping. It's like got chocolate topping and some like peanuts sprinkled on the outside and little cherries on it, and it's super tasty. Oh my god. So like I swear, like my fridge is just goblin territory right now. It's like peppers, some cheese, 2 fucking cake boxes, and like some like 2 or 3 bottles of alcohol I've had for a year that I keep going, yeah, I'll drink that eventually. Hi Silk, hi Hodgie, how are you? Welcome. Honestly, Haya, that feels like my life right now. I'm on a fucking just cake diet because everyone's giving me cakes. They're like, yeah, and it's like I got to like, and of course it's like, and it's like everyone was asking me like, oh, how was your birthday? You know, the typical questions. And yes, I was telling everyone about the really nice thing you guys did, with the big notes, the nice messages you all sent me for my birthday. I was absolutely bragging about that to fucking everyone. And by bragging, I mean like, oh my god, my friends did the sweetest fucking thing. Oh, you're right, Hodgie, you're right. Thank you for the happy birthday. Honestly, sweetest gesture, hands down. Hi, Shara, how are you? Hi. Oh, you're right, Zorro. Thank you for the late happy birthday. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm always down for second birthday because second birthday means second prezzies. Dun 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 dun. Thank you for the smart glasses. I appreciate it. I cry. Oh my god. Even you've got no sleep in you. Why has no one here slept? Me included. We're all zombies today. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please be nice and comfy in a nice comfy blanket, dearest cry. The spot on my lap is purely for you, but like I may accidentally smack you a couple of times because I'm also half asleep. We're all just zombies today. It is just zombie hour. Oh, you cry. I'm happy to be your sleep paralysis demon. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, just for some reason, we're all just like in doom mode. Just, oh my god. Flower crown, how dare you? How dare you? Alright, let me stick it on manually. Oh my god. Oh, I'll tire you guys out with some sweet, delicious tea. Mm-hmm. Why did Automod catch that? Oh my god. Alright, the redeem should work now, I swear. But yes, how are your days been? I hope they've been doing quite well. Oh yes, gotta we gotta have our calcium. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Automod's like going for your soul. Oh my god, yes. Just wait. When I eventually release my 2.0, it's going to be, ooh, shiny. Heart emoji. Dear as winky face. Ooh, I've seen some of the designs you've been doing, Hodgie. They look absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you like this sketch I sent you, Shara. Oh yeah, now Tits finally acknowledges existence. Man, took your time. Oh, less than 3 Mwah, mwah. Less than 3, less than 3. 2.0 is a little more boom. Yeah, like all the sparkly is literally just like my white hair. Oh, don't worry, cry. My 2.0 has the most important asset that my 1.0 lacks. Or will have. I haven't gotten to this part yet. Jiggle physics. I'ma make them bounce at least more than the non-existent bounce I have now. Just end of sentence. Between the 2000s. Oh my god. Oh my god. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Like 2.0 is just like a fucking 2000s MySpace page. Like very specifically that aesthetic. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I've got a tongue piercing. Oh my god, Haji. It's like, oh, where did my 1.0 go? What? 1.0? Where are you? And it's just like, you're just like, hey. To the mines, Twink, to the mines. I mean, honestly, Cry, having my tongue pierced IRL, it is nowhere near as painful as it seems. Like, I don't know, like, it's one of those things where you see people get their tongue pierced and you're like, wow, that looks so incredibly painful. That looks horrible. Nah, it's not bad at all. Like, it's like a pinch and then your tongue's just kind of fat for a couple of days. But it heals really fast. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it healed, like, within a week. And I remember just being like, wait. It's fine now? And it's like, yeah. Yeah. And it's like, my cartilage piercings didn't heal for 6 fucking months. And it's like, yeah. Yeah, you can have your food again now. Plus, if you get a tongue piercing, you have an excuse to essentially eat ice cream and yogurts and all those goody goods. Because, oh no, your tongue is hurty. You can't have the hard foods. Oh yeah, Marthy. Ooh, I mean, I think that would look pretty sick. I mean, why not? Honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, if you want to go for the piercing, you should absolutely go for it. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you can just take them out. But yeah, like, obviously personal discretion. Because I used to have my eyebrows pierced. Or one side of my eyebrow pierced. I had a double piercing, but like, my body was like, nah, bitch. I swear, like, slowly over time, my body just basically pushed him out and went, fuck off. Nah, bitch. And I'm like, but it looked kind of sick though. And it's like, boy, you a ginger. You ain't looking sick no matter how many piercings you get. You're still gonna look like a ginger, except now you're trying to be cool.
AITA, you are too attractive. Stop making me giggle and kick my feet in the air.
Oh, you can't. I'll jiggle my ginge any day. See, I can be cool, and I've got one tattoo as well. Proof of coolness. Because I am hashtag a cool boy. Hi, Squishy. I'm doing well. How are you? Welcome. High five, Squishy. Exactly. I mean, I'm saying this as a ginger with piercings. The coolest head shit. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Yeah. Shape of you. That's my Ed Sheeran cover. Anyway, honestly, it's like fall for me like snow doesn't fall in Australia. Anyway, oh my god. My only response to that cry is simply, "You will." Shiny emoji. Sit. Oh, what you getting me? I do love me some Prezi. Oh, good luck writing your next script. Fuck yeah, Tams. Look, I am the kind of man who will ruin every moment, every single
AITA, your
moment.
voice is so hot, tell me to get my life together and I'll do it.
Get your life together, darling. Or I'll give you a purple nubble and then giggle and run away. I don't know. I'll find it. Okay. No, don't clip it. No. Purple nip. All right. So, a purple nurple. It's nurple. I believe is I believe, if I remember correctly, it's like it's like a cheeky nip twist, and then you run into the abyss. But like I think it's supposed to be painful. I don't know. I just I was like, okay, brain, give me like something I can insult with, and my brain responded
Degrade
with,
me please while you're at it, I need motivation.
Okay, alright, degradation. Alright, let's try this. Okay. Green, dearest Hodgie, is a color that can come out of your booty when you eat too much spinach. So, don't eat too much spinach. Degradation successful.
Google, how do I ban myself from a streamer?
Oh my God. Look. I'm Matt, I don't know. What's the degradation? How do you say things degrading? I'm not a very degrading person.
Google, is it possible to ban a streamer from their own stream?
Alright. Here's a degradation. Alright. That's right. If you don't get your shit together, you'll be degraded. I'm gonna give you a D-. Because you got no D. I'm very good at insults. I don't know, I panicked. I was like, what did degrade? I don't know what degrading people do. I don't know, your hair smells like coconuts
AITA
left
too
in the
sweet for
sun.
such mean words.
You cool. She's taking me. As you can see, I am an English teacher. I am clearly extreme top energy, Uber daddy, whip noises, which is like, I don't know, whoopush, the clappy noise, and then it's like yeah. Uber daddy. Hi, Fido. Welcome. Thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I appreciate it. be an Uber daddy. I can be an Uber daddy. I can be a DoorDash daddy. Nom nom peppers.
Hiss, hiss.
Arms out in front, up over the head.
AITA, you and I both know the results of that test, and there was no daddy there.
Oh, come on! There was like at least a little bit of daddy. I could, yeah, bratty bottom energy. Orange is the color of moldy Cheetos. Fuck you. There's some daddy degradation for you. 10% of daddy is still 10%. Oh my god. Oh my god, Nobi, I love that. That sounds really fun. Alright, now I'm bold. This noggin is daddy. Yes. As you can see, I am full of the rinse. Hey, daddy. Wow, champ, you're doing a great job. Walmart Astarian. Walmart Astarian. All right. I must stab you with my dagger, darling, and my dagger is my nipple. Ha. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'll figure it the fuck out. Look, I'm trying to share my sick rizzes and my rad and my uber rad insulting skills. As you can see, I am the roast meister. You could call me a rotisserie chicken, because these spitting insults go round, right round, baby. Right round. I mean, like, honestly, Hanji, if I was inspired by that particular leak, I think I would be more like, I'm gonna come for you like a sock half filled with water, flopping in the air like a tube man. Anyway, I hope you have a fun time washing the dishes. Unfortunately, I witnessed it. Why? Didn't the man look like he was playing with a slinky? Anyway. Alright, so, without being terribly crass, for the innocent in here chat, there is a video that leaked, of Drake, as in the famous dude, revealing, he revealed his meat unto the world, and the world witnessed, his man meat. Yes, I got meat wigged by that dude. And it had the vibes of like an uncooked sausage. As, yeah, what As said, yep, cry, exactly, legit. And the keyword dear Soji is scared. Yeah, it happened a few days ago, and it was like, oh my god. I witnessed it, I'm like, oh damn. Yeah, that one TikTok with the guy with the sock actually is pretty spot on. Yeah, it was like, why is Drake trending? The fuck did he do? Ah. Yeah, that's why he's trending. Okay. I'm sorry. What did Drake do? Oh my lord. You're right, dear Esther. I'm sorry. I should have started speaking Bogan. And this is why you now get to hear me say the word poinus in the most Bogan accent possible. Poinus. You're welcome. Thank you for the hydrate, darling. I appreciate it. Oh my god, hi. Oh no. I wish I was dead. You're welcome, dearest Aston. Now... That is literally crying. That is literally the first thing that popped into my mind. It's like an uncooked sausage. Anyway, or like, you know, when like a half, like, you know those balloon animals, how they don't fill up the balloon all the way so that they can manipulate it? It's like a half-filled version of that. Anyway, yeah, don't look it up unless you want to suffer the visual torment of a poinus. Oh my god. The internet is a wonderful place. So who's ready to sip some tea? Oh, cry, if I had the answer to that, darling, I would tell you in a heartbeat. I mean, to be fair, Hodgie, that exists, and I've seen it, and you've seen it, and the fact that there is a man out there with a 3-foot-long pointus it exists. You can find it. It is on the adult website that everyone goes to. Yeah! Dude's knob, like, was, like, at his chin, man. Like, bro. Like, only, like, if do not, look, I had to witness that, Hodgie, and as such, I had to share the torment. Yeah, okay, so, dudes over on the prawn hub, so, you know, if you're under 18, do not look it up, it is not worth it. In fact, you should probably just block your ears at this point. And dude's got a bat. Like, it's a fucking bat. Like, and he was really into MILFs for some reason, but it was just on accident. It was a link on like a Reddit or a Twitter, and I was like, oh, I don't know, what's that? Oh my god. Let's just say, suddenly, Monster Energy Dong didn't look that big. That's how big it was. Mans must go into a coma every time he gets off. Damn! Anyway, I don't know, Sorrel. I don't think you did. It's a trio of fans. I don't know, Nova. No. I have seen many things in my long life. And this was unfortunately one of them. Oh yeah, the Monster Energy Dog is a cosplayer, and damn. But like, I shared the knowledge of the pointus. Am I the asshole? There we go. Anyway, yeah, now it's flavored. Oh my god. Yeah? Oh no, Ren. I mean, that's a mood though. That is an absolute mood. So, I can dish some sweet tea. DIY AITA. I mean, do it yourself is definitely the theme of those videos. Damn. Anyway, look, the internet is a terrifying place. This first story. Why? DIY stands for do it yourself. Alrighty. Am I the asshole for not picking up my phone on vacation and leaving my tenant, her mum, and my mum to deal with the cops for a couple of hours? Oh well. See, I'm reading stories. Yes. There's no chaos here in the uncanny valley. It's only wholesome purity. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Ooh, emo. Perfect. I rent my basement suite out to my mum's best friend's daughter, Sally. I knew her growing up and I used to babysit her. The basement has two means of escape other than going into my area. It is fully up to code and as an in-law suite. There is no reason for anyone to go through it into my space. I went on my vacation and I left my door to the basement deadbolted. 3 days into my vacation, I get an alert on my phone that there is an unauthorized event at my house. I look at the video. It's my mum opening the door for Sally's mum. They freak out when the alarm goes off. Usually, if I need my mum to get into my apartment, I will give her a temporary code. It is always the same one because she gets confused by tech, but I have to activate it beforehand. I cannot do it retroactively. The only choice would be to call her and give her my personal code. I check the cameras in the house, and strangely enough, my house is not on fire. I didn't leave the faucet running. There is no emergency. This is where I might be the asshole. Once I saw that they were just fucking with my area for no good reason, I put my phone on airplane mode and went back to the party. Maybe 90 minutes later, a concierge at the resort came and said I was urgently needed on the phone. My dad has written down my whereabouts and they called the front desk for me. I excused myself and went for the call. I asked my mum what the emergency was, why she was getting me out of my friend's wedding reception. Was my house okay? Was my dad okay? She very brusquely told me to shut up and talk to the cops and the security patrol. I talked to them and apologized for wasting their time. I asked them what the emergency was that brought my mother into my house. They handed her back the phone and let her tell me that her friend did not want to sit in the basement while she was visiting her daughter. So my mum agreed to come let them use my area and it would be a secret. I asked the security company to please lock my house back up and take my key back from my mother. She started to protest, but I hung up. I enjoyed the rest of my trip, and my dad has agreed to pay any fines or penalties that come from the quote-unquote false alarm. Sally's mum wants her to move out. That's fine by me, I don't need a tenant, and I was only doing it as a favour. Sally is almost apoplectic, begging me not to kick her out. She said that she didn't even know what our mums were up to until the alarm went off. My mum is pissed that I wasn't available immediately to get them out of trouble, and she's furious that I won't give her back my key. She thinks I did it on purpose. I'm not sure how she thinks I forced her to break into my home without permission. So am I the asshole for making them sweat until they got a hold of me? And for taking my key back since I can't trust her now? No. Honestly, I can't blame Poster, like, at all. Replace the locks, change the security code, don't let her have the key again. Dude, like, come on, absolutely not. That's breaking and entering. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I didn't force you to break into my house to secretly hang out in my area unsupervised because you didn't want to sit in your own. I think you forced yourself to do that, sweetheart. Oh my god, like, absolutely not the arsehole. Absolutely not the arsehole. Like, I'm very much of the opinion that regardless of the friend, familial, marital, whatever status, personal space is personal space. You don't, like, if you break into your kid's house, you're still breaking and fucking entering. If you break into your parents' house, you're still breaking and fucking entering. Like, even just invading your kid's room without their permission after you've made it very clear, like it's been clearly established that that is their private space. You're breaking and fucking entering. Like, don't. Don't do it unless you have a good reason. And I'm sorry, didn't want to sit in the other room is not a good reason. Oh my god. Nah, absolutely shitty behavior, and honestly, I would probably do the same thing. If I found out that, like, a family member of mine was essentially trying to break into my house, I would be like, no, fuck you, you can deal with the consequences. It is not my problem, you can't get in, the alarms are going off, you need to suffer the consequences of your actions, because maybe like a toddler, you'll fucking learn not to stick the fork in the electric socket. Honestly. Yeah, legit hire, legit, like, come on, the entitlement, like, you do not own your child's space. You do not own your child's space, you do not own your parents' space. They own their space and you own yours. And I'm very much of the opinion that it should be respected on both sides. Welcome back, Nova. Exactly, Cry, yeah. And I don't understand the entitlement some people have. It's like, no, I gave birth to you, / I helped spawn you, so I can go in your space whenever. And it's like, Mum, I'm 43, no, you fucking can't. Like, it's that vibe. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, straight up, like, no. You've got your own space. You want to be in my space so bad, you can start paying fucking rent. In this economy, and I stand by that. Yeah, there are a lot of parents out there that really overstep their boundaries, which is unfair to the kids who have to suffer it. And it's like, it is grayer area when, you know, you're growing up under your parents' roof. Because, like, if you're under 18, if you're a child, it's still not okay, but there's nothing you can really do to stop the parent, because what can you do? But, like, if you've got your own place and they try and pull that, you can call the cops. You can do shit. And do it. And if they chuck a fit, maybe they'll finally realize that, nah. And it's always really uncomfortable when it happens, I'm sure. And it's an entitlement that a lot of parents seem to have. Kind of a many parents, not all parents, not at all, but many parents out there struggle to see their children as autonomous humans, as, you know, they're not, it's like, your kid isn't just you 2.0. Like, you didn't birth an arm, you didn't birth a third leg, you birthed a human, and they've got their own shit, they've got their own friends, they've got their own feelings, they're autonomous, they got their own shit, and so they get their own space. It's that whole case of, like, if you wouldn't want your kid just barging into your room, unannounced, without permission, why the fuck would you do it to your kid? Like, honestly, the double standard is wild. Personal space needs to be protected, man. Oh my god. One day, Nova, you will be free and you'll have a lockable door. And that's gonna be great when you get it. Yeah, completely understandable, Ren. Yeah. Oh God, Ren, I would blow a gasket. I would blow a gasket. It's like, I mean, pretty much all of us have had, I mean, most of us have had parents who've pulled it at least a couple of times. But like, oh my God, like, it's one of those things that just gets under my skin. Like, no, don't do that to people. It's shitty. Because always, the people who do it the most, are always the ones who get the most upset when you do it to them. They're almost always completely hypocritical. These are the people who will, the parents who will barge into your room and mess with your shit and move everything around and make your life. The minute you go into their room, they'll have a fit. And it's like, fuck you. No, that's not how this works. You either A, stay the fuck out of my space, or B, accept the fact that I'm gonna go the fuck into yours. Equivalent exchange is a bitch, baby. Look, I'm pretty passionate about personal space. I'm very like, nah on this one. I have a side and I'm sticking with it. Oh my God. This is a hill I will die on quite proudly. Yeah. Removed your door! Oh, that is ridiculous, Hodgie. I'm so sorry you had to suffer that. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's horrible. Yeah, soon, Nova. Soon you will be free. Oh, Jesus Christ, Ren. Oh, that is... Oh, I hate it when parents pull that shit. Funnily enough, those types of parents, the ones who like, no, I paid for everything, this is my house, all of your shit is mine, they're always the ones that are the most shocked when their kids eventually snap and go, fine, I'm moving out then. And they always backtrack so fucking fast. They always like, oh no, you don't need to move out. No, you're always welcome here. You've got room, you've got board. Why would you want to move out? Because you took my fucking door away, bitch. I will pay $200 a week if it means I can sleep in peace. Bye. And they're always the most shocked when you drop the move out bomb. Because it never clicks to them that they're being possessive. Oh my God, Hodgie, that is fucking slay. That is slay. I love that. Oh my God, now that is fantastic malicious compliance. That's fantastic, Hodgie. I'm so proud of you for doing that. Oh, that's a relief. That's a relief, Ren. Honestly, Ren, even though it might be traumatizing to you, next time that your dad is in a private area, like, take the L, invade, so that you can be petty as shit and go, there's no such thing as personal space in our house. When, toddler? You might scar your brain a bit, but you'll get fucking revenge. Personal space should be defended. Anyone who invades it is a turd douche canoe. And you can be a douche canoe in moments. Yeah, lean into it. Trust me. Malicious compliance. Malicious compliance is like... It is like... If... It is like the adult way of, like, making your stand. Like, if there's one difference between, like, young folks and, like, adults, it's literally how good they are at malicious compliance. It is the best skill you can learn as an adult. Because trust me, it is the only way to really get people stuck in their own hole and keep yourself out of it. Malicious compliance, these motherfuckers. And do it with a smile. I'm being a terrible influence. Oh my God. What the fuck? Honestly, yeah. And I bet you she was shocked when you moved out. Honestly. But honestly, I'm glad that you're free. And I'm glad you can live somewhere that's comfortable. Hi, Giganta. Welcome. Oh my God. Oh, yes, sir. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, honestly. Like, if there's one thing I've learned now that I am the ripe, wise age of 29. No. If there's something I have learned, the older I've gotten, it's that adults are genuinely, honest to fuck, just as immature as kids. And they have just as many flaws, and they are just as clueless. They're just better at faking it. So sometimes, treating them like a toddler might actually get them to learn the fucking lesson that they keep throwing at you. Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. It's almost like she realized she fucked up. Karma, baby. I am also of the opinion that some family relationships are better when you don't live together. Some are great when you live together. Others are much healthier when you don't. Oh my god. Exactly, Cry. Yes, very well, Cry. Yes, very true, very true. There are some adults that can be even more immature than kids. Exactly. And you just say, like, really? Really? Yeah. It's like, I love my family to bits. Even the crazy ones. Hello, Doc. Welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you. And I hope you're having a lovely time so far. It's a bloody rat stream. Like, I love my family to bits. I do. Even the crazy ones. Winky face. But I would want to fucking kill them if I lived with them. Just straight up. Just straight up. I love them because we don't live together. I love the fact that, like, when I get overwhelmed, when things become too much or the tension rises too much, I can just leave. I like that freedom. It makes me feel better. Oh my god. Yeah, great. Yeah. It's kind of like that distance. Like, it's like I moved to a different state, and it was the same thing. Like, my relationship with my family's been way better ever since I moved down here, because it's like, I only see them like a couple of times a year, and the rest of the time it's like, you know, talk on the internet. And you want to know when someone says something that pisses you off on the internet? Tick, red, turn off phone, go to bed. Yeah, I'm just ranting on, like, how to be petty. I'm sorry. I gotta be petty, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, like, honestly, Ren, only move out when you believe you are ready to do it. But the best way to put it is, like, moving out versus living at home. I guess the best way to really weigh up the decision is, what is more valuable to you at a certain point of time? A lack of responsibility or a lack of freedom? And essentially, you kind of have to pick one. So it's kind of like, if you care more about not having to deal with responsibilities, if you want less things to stress about on your plate, stay at home. Honestly, it's worth having less freedom. You genuinely don't have to pay a lot in bills, your parents are usually willing to cook for you, etc. You know, life is a lot easier living with your parents most of the time. But if you are feeling stuck in a box, and you are just itching to get out, and you just feel stonewalled, and you know that it is worth getting the freedom of living on your own, or living in a share house, etc., over and just taking the extra responsibility that comes with it, that's probably around the point where it would be a good idea to start thinking about moving out. Because we all hit that point in our lives where our brains are like, you know what? Yeah, I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to fly from the nest. Let's go. But it's all personal. It's all personal, and it depends when you're ready. And some people aren't ready for until their mid-20s, early 30s, or beyond, which is fine. Honestly, some parents can be great housemates. But you're happy just saying hi on Facebook every now and again. Yeah, go girl boss petty bitch queen. Let's go. Alrighty. Now, exactly what 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓 said. It's never too late. And yeah, don't bother comparing yourself to your peers. It's always best, like, look at the bright side of your situation, because there is one. There is always a bright side. And yeah, it's that, like, living home, living out of home, no matter where, like, it's balanced. There's a balance to it. Like, there's an L and a W on both sides. So, like, just base it on your own personal preference, and anyone who gives you shit for not moving out, fuck them. No. Parents can be great housemates in certain situations, but, like, if you are just... It's like real housemates. Like, there are some housemates that I've lived with that I've been able to live with for years. Like, able to live with a long time. Years and years, but no issue. There have been some housemates that I've wanted to stab within the first 6 weeks. It is compatibility. Like, sometimes your parents are the kind of housemates that you get along great. And other times, once you're no longer legally required to, they start feeling like non-compatible housemates, which is fine. And in those cases, that's when you usually go and get new housemates. That's generally what adults do. They're like, alright, I'll save up, I'll shift on out with my job, and get new housemates, and get a new place. And that's generally how the early moving out game tends to play out. For a lot of us, at least. Those who get to just move out straight away into, like, their own solo place, man, y'all are lucky. Y'all dodging the fire. Most of us gotta work our ways up to that. we gotta do like 5 years in the housemate trenches first. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, Red. I mean, yeah, honestly, at that point, I wouldn't blame you. Like, have a good hard think about it. And of course, think about your situation, etc. I definitely recommend, definitely have an income stream before you move out. Whether it's a job, welfare, whatever you've got in your country. Definitely have an income stream. But, like, share housing is fun, honestly. Because it's like, it's quite easy to find share houses with people with similar interests. And you can also move out with friends as well, which is a different kind of fun. So there's a lot of options. And yeah, like, there's all around the card. Like, yeah. And, like, that's also completely fair, Nova. Like, you want to specifically move in with your partner. So you just wait for that, and that's also completely fair. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever, and if anything, you're playing it safe. You're biding your time. You're probably going to have a stronger amount of savings in your pocket. So it's all perspective. Like, there's benefits to staying and leaving. So, hell yeah. Oh, God, Chara. I mean, I'm glad you're out, though. It sounds like it was stressful. I mean, definitely, I would say if you do move out, make sure you have an income stream. It doesn't really matter what it is, per se, but, like, trust me, like, life's good. Life will be fucking hell if you don't. Oh, fuck yeah, Chara. that is like the ultimate, like, fucking buy. Oh my god. Yep. Yeah, you should have had a say in that one, Ren, honestly. Yeah. Oh yeah. And that is completely valid, Samurai. 1000%. It's like, I've known plenty of people who don't function well living alone. Who they just can't do it. They just, like, they'll be living, like, they'll feel lonely, and they usually prefer to have a partner to live with. Housemates is a huge, because, you know, you're still living with people if you live with housemates. And so that's a path to go down. Personally, I like living alone. I don't have any need to live with someone. It's not like a pressing need. I'm fine living alone. If I'm compatible with a person, I'm fine living with a person. But I am personally fine to live alone. It also helps that, like, my social need, like a sim, is filled quite successfully with streaming. So it's like, I'm never bored because I'm almost always online. But I think if you live alone, you've got to have hobbies. You've got to do shit. You've got to have hobbies. I'd say that's probably the deciding factor. Hi, Ghosty. Oh, have fun and win all of those prizes, dear. Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, literally, if you live alone, you want to be someone who stays busy. Because it's, from everyone I've known who's lived alone, generally the killer is when they get home, they've got nothing to do. So you've got to have something you do a lot when you're at home. Otherwise you'll go nuts. And that could be anything from streaming, drawing, music, crafting, just chatting online, playing games. There's a million hobbies. It does not matter what it is. But you just got to have something. And it's part of the reason that I don't really seem to slow down too much. It just, no. I mean, like, beyond the big loner demon sneaking up behind me. No, I'm being dramatic. No. But, like, I'm someone who very much likes keeping busy, and I can keep myself entertained for days at a time on my own without any external input required, IRL. So, like, I'm fine living alone. But I've had friends who don't really have hobbies. Like, it's more like their hobbies are going out with friends or going out to clubs, or their hobbies are specifically social external things. And so these are the people who suffer the most living at home because they've got nothing to do once they get home. They just kind of watch telly and stare into the void. And yeah, if that's your home house's, yeah, it's probably going to bite a bit, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to get yourself a housemate if you're that kind of person. And housemates can be, if you have a compatible housemate, it is honest to God really fun. Like, I have lived with some people that, like, it has been fantastic. We're two peas in a pod, me and a bestie, going, living our best lives. Because it's like, basically, you get it's like, if you move in with a close friend, you basically got your bestie on call 24/7. It's great. So it's like, I now am old and crunchy, and I've just gotten tired of housemate shenanigans. But, like, I spent 10 years dealing with them. So, like, I've been around the housemate shenanigans bush. And I've had some great housemates, and I've had some mid ones. And I've had some nightmares. But, like, yeah, it's all part and parcel, honestly. But, like, if you're someone who gets lonely when you're home alone, I would definitely recommend share housing, moving in with a housemate. Definitely. Or a partner. Or a partner as well, waiting for a partner. Because then that way, your hobby will be bugging them. And also it helps if you get anxiety being alone as well. Your hobby can be bugging them, or just hearing them make noise in the background. Oh, somewhere in Australia you can visit. Well, Melbourne's got a lot of lovely things. I can say that because I live here. Oh, if you ever come to Australia, in Coffs Harbour, there is something called the Big Banana. It is literally just a really big banana. So, you know, if you want to just have on your bucket list, I'm gonna go hang out in a big banana. That's the place. Otherwise, Melbourne's got some really cool shit down here as well. A cruise? Oh my god, Sharon, that sounds nice. I really want to go on a cruise one day. I would love to go on a cruise one day. My dad goes on them every now and again. He tells me how much he loves them. It's like, oh, that looks so good. I want to be treated like a king, damn it. Oh, I live in a bit of a shoebox, dearest Nova, but I can point you to the cheap shoeboxes nearby. Also, in Melbourne, there's an ice bar, which is pretty rad. Oh, no. Nuh-uh. You and Akahata are like peas in a pod. It would be so rude not to bring him along. Like, honestly, Like, it might be a little catty, but if you can somehow get her to give you 2 tickets, and if you get the tickets in hand, technically, nothing she can do about it. The other thing as well is if she holds the tickets, she buys the tickets, and isn't willing to get Akahara one, nothing's stopping you from getting Akahara one that just happens to be on the same cruise at the same time. Oh, what a coincidence. You're just gonna have a sleepover with your boyfriend on the cruise every night. Ha 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 ha. They can't stop you from doing that. That's malicious compliance, darling. Get him on that boat. She may not bring him, but there is no rule saying that you don't have to bring him. And honestly, probably the pee on the pod as well, and she will be so tilted and there'll be nothing she can do. Yes, oh my god, you should absolutely go on a tour in Australia. There's a lot of really cool shit here. Really cool shit, honestly. But yeah, Melbourne's got some really cool shit. Exactly, Shara. And if anything, if you got him a ticket, you could argue, quite realistically, Akahara has been with you and throughout your entire journey. And so you getting him a ticket to this cruise, which happens to be the same cruise that you're going with your mum, it's your way of thanking him for all of the time and dedication he has given to you. Oh, our rooms are next to each other. What a coincidence! You stay here, you're old, you need rest. I'm gonna go hang out with my boyfriend. Oh, well, that's crazy. The minute your mum locks in those tickets, lock in your own for Akahara, and he will be on that boat, and there will be nothing she can do. And everyone wins. Though, honestly, it would be really, really funny. Okay, this is catty. This is catty. I'm just putting this up there. This is catty. However, it would be really funny if you showed up with Akahara and all your bags to your mum. You didn't tell your mum Akahara was coming on the boat, and you never expressly say it. You just kind of all go on the boat, and your mum will definitely assume he's just dropping you off. And then he just comes onto the boat with you. And you say nothing. She will absolutely have a moment of like, wait, isn't he supposed to get off the boat? Oh yeah, honestly, it's probably a good idea to have like Akahara around as like a rock anyway. But like, that would be like pretty funny. That's catty as shit. That is catty. That is catty. That is absolutely catty behavior, but also like, eh. Just, eh. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. And if she tries to pull any like, oh, but like, we're having mother and child time, you can go, yeah, we are. Akahara just happens to be taking the same cruise. But I mean, I know him as well, of course. He's my partner, so I'm going to spend some time with him too. It was a coincidence. He just wanted to treat himself for being such a good boyfriend. It's like, we are. Anyway, here's a Prosecco. Knock yourself out. All right, I'm going to hang out with someone I like now. Bye. Okay, like, that's catty behavior. It's absolutely catty behavior, but, like, sometimes thinking of owning the people who cause us pain in our lives helps make things a little better. Just a little. Just a little. But get Akahata on that boat. There's nothing she can do about it. Oh my god. And it would be really funny too. Because that way, if she ever pisses you off, you can just go hang out with Akahata. You won't be stuck on a boat alone with her for weeks. So everyone wins. And he gets his first cruise. Because honestly, he's an absolute champ and he absolutely deserves it. Oh my god. You can literally put your mom in timeout. It's like, you're being bitchy. I'm gonna go hang out with the people who appreciate me and then I'll be back in a couple of hours. Think about what you've done and I will return. No, that's patronizing, but it would be pretty funny. Look, a bitch can use his brains for like shade and like the occasional puzzle, alright? Am I the asshole for not showing up for my birthday dinner at a nice restaurant, knowing everyone was waiting for me and my parents had to pay a deposit for the table? Oh, winky face. I, 16 male, am the second oldest out of 4. My older sister, 18, has Down syndrome and is medically complex, with complex needs. She also has food allergies. My younger sister, 13, has a host of food allergies, and some of them are very serious, and she's also on the spectrum. Then we have my younger brother, 11, and he has a lot of medical issues related to food and allergies that go along with it. We always try to make sure places are accessible for them, especially because my older sister's in a wheelchair. This does mean I can be overlooked. However, it does mean making sacrifices or accepting that things will never be as far as it would be for a kid in a family with less extra/special needs. I'm used to not getting my favorite dishes, and I'm used to not getting my top pick for vacations because my parents don't think it's accessible enough or autism friendly enough. I'm used to my siblings never getting turned down for that stuff. And after a while, it became something I expected. I was lucky that my maternal grandparents tried to make up for it when they could, and my best friend's family would also include me in their family for stuff like meals out. My favorite restaurant in our city is this Indian place. My favorite dish is their samosas. I never get to eat there with my parents and siblings, and we never get takeout from there because it's not deemed safe for all of my siblings. Sometimes that stinks, especially when my parents proclaim they always get their kids' favorite food from their favorite restaurant for their birthdays each year. This year, my parents made a big deal over me turning 16, and they told me to pick my favorite place for us to have a family dinner for my birthday. A family dinner that included my extended family. I told them my favorite place, and they told me that wouldn't work. I asked if they wanted my favorite place, or a place catered to my siblings. They asked me if I didn't want to cater to my siblings, and I said no. They asked where did I want to go. I said the Indian place. They gave me one of those looks and said that they would give me more time to think. A couple of weeks after, they asked me where I wanted to eat for my birthday, and I told them my answer hadn't changed. They asked me if I could really enjoy my birthday knowing it wasn't accessible and safe for my siblings to eat there, and I said yes, since it's meant to be my birthday and they wanted me to say my favorite restaurant. They told me they would book the family favorite, and went ahead and did that. The family favorite has nothing I actually like. I just tolerate it. They had everything planned, invited everyone, and when the evening came for the dinner, I just didn't go. My parents are furious with me. I had everything taken for a week, and they planned to continue the punishment in some way. My grandparents defended me, but my parents said I was rude. Am I the asshole? I'd say no on this one. I'd say no. Like, it's the sheer, like, bullshit from the, okay, it's your 16th, it's big, pick what's your favorite place to go. This is my favorite place. No, it's not. That's the vibe this comes with. Like, don't gaslight this kid out of his favorite place. No. Like, don't ask, they asked for his favorite place. It's his birthday, not his siblings. Like, I can understand needing a place that is accessible. But at the very least, they should have been like, okay, that particular Indian place isn't accessible. We can't have the whole family, unfortunately. However, let's find another Indian place we can take everyone to. That would have been a fair compromise. But it seems like they just took him to some mid-ass place that's nothing to do with what he likes at all to make everyone else happy. And it's like, 16 isn't that big a deal, but when you are 16, it is. It's one of those things that when you are 16, you care a lot, but when you're not 16, you're like, who cares? Yeah, like, he's absolutely not the arsehole. Absolutely, Betty. It's very much one of those, they asked him exactly what he wanted. He told them, and they basically tried to be like, oh, you just need more time to think. Oh, no. And it's then they tried to guilt him out of it before just road rolling him anyway. Like, they didn't need to do that. Like, exactly, no, but yeah, like, honestly, if this was such a big deal, and it's understandable, it is one of those cases where you can understand why they're very much like, we want an accessible restaurant for the family. That is fair, but there is no fucking reason they couldn't have taken him out alone to his favorite restaurant as a private birthday thing and had the family event at the quote-unquote family favorite. There was nothing stopping them. They could have very easily done that. They could have gotten a sitter or a family member to take care of the other siblings for a night, taken their son out to his favorite restaurant, just the three of them, had a lovely dinner, wished him a happy birthday, and then maybe like the next day, go to the family, or the weekend, the day that's most convenient for everyone. That's when you have the family event, where everyone goes and he would be more than happy to deal with the family favorite if they gave him his restaurant on his birthday. Because that's the point of a birthday. To celebrate the person's being born. That's the fucking point. The whole point of a birthday is to let other people and yourself go, yay, I'm not dead yet. That's the fucking point. The point of the birthday isn't to make everyone else feel better. Yeah, literally, Benny. The parents just want him to be easy and not cause trouble. Yeah, or homemade food made with love. Or if he specifically wants this food, there's nothing saying that they couldn't have a home event where they homemade all the other food and get him takeout from his favorite restaurant so we can have his samosas. Like, there's just so many ways that this could have been resolved. But they just went full gaslight, gatekeep, shitty girl boss on it. And it's like, absolutely not the arsehole. You feel bad for this kid. Honestly, like, I really hope that, yeah, his friends or his grandparents were able to take him out and give him a good birthday dinner. Because it's like the one day of year you shouldn't need to accommodate other people that much. Like, it's the one day of the year that you should be able to be selfish, I believe. Your birthday. Like, growing up, birthdays in my house, and it's one of the things that, like, regardless of anything, I'll always look back on fondly. Because my mum always had a simple rule on birthdays. Whoever's birthday was it, on that day, you were king of the house. And we all got along with it. My mom, my sister, and I, we all went along with it. We thought it was fun, because we knew that when our birthday came, we'd be king of the house. And basically, what that meant was, say, if the birthday ran on a school day, if we didn't want to go to school, Mum would be like, okay, you don't have to go to school. It's your birthday. You're king of the house. If you want to go to school, sweet. Have fun. See you in the afternoon. And, like, it's completely neutral. We'd get home, or I would always stay home because I hated going to school. But my sister would usually go to school because she's an extrovert. We'd come home, and basically what it would be is we would be allowed to essentially, like, order the other family members around. But it was like all in like a friendly way. It wasn't like a you do this, but it was that whole like, well, it's my birthday, and I'd be like, okay, little sister, bring me some peppers, and she'll be like, yes, sir. And on her birthday, it'd be the same thing, like, go get me some snacks, yes, ma'am. And it was just like, it was kind of just like a running joke. Like, basically, it was the king of the house on a birthday. And, like, I've always loved that idea. Like, absolute props to my mom for it. I think it's just such a wholesome idea. It's just a day where you get to be, like, a potato, basically. Unless you don't want to be a potato. And it's like, yeah. And, like, ultimately, we'd mostly end up spending our birthdays just doing what we liked doing. I'd spend it drawing and reading fanfics on the computer, and I'd probably use my king of the house abilities, basically just to get them to bring me cola, because I suck. My sister would usually play games the whole time. She'd invite her friends over. We always got to pick what was for dinner on our birthdays as well. That was always like, mum would cook whatever we wanted. So I always asked for mac and cheese, because back then I wasn't lactose intolerant. Oh yeah, every time. I never went to school on my birthday. I fucking hated going to school on my birthday. One day, my birthday landed on the sports carnival, and my mom was like, you don't have to go. And I was like, fuck yeah! I'm too ginger for a summer swimming carnival. Hi, Numbat! Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And welcome to the Uncanny Valley, darling. It is an absolute pleasure to meet you. Yeah. So, like, honestly, I wish more people would do, like, the king of the house thing for birthdays, just because it's wholesome. If everyone gets along, and it's just, like, everyone knows it's, like, an equal thing on their birthdays, it goes really well. And just, yeah, it lets folks feel special, and not pressured as well. Because, like, you didn't have to go king of the house, but you could if you wanted to. And so we always just use it for inane shit. So, like, my mom would usually be like, child, go bring me the wine. And I'd be like, yes, mom. And I'd go get her a cup of goon because she has shit taste. Love you, mom, but shit taste. And I would give her the wine. Aw, thank you, Numbat. I appreciate it. Thank you. And welcome, welcome. How are you? So that was my birthday tradition growing up. So I always believe the birthday lad, lass, or person in between should always be the king of the house. I mean, if you can't be a potato on your birthday, what's the point? Oh my god. But yeah, absolutely not the arsehole in that previous story. Now, for this next tale. Am I the arsehole for telling my mum not to ever invite her friends again for ruining my birthday party? Oh dear lord, that title alone gives me an ominous feeling. You know what, Haya? I'm really sorry you didn't get super birthdays growing up. But do you want to know one thing that I've discovered as an adult, and I can pass on the wisdom to you? Even if no one else is willing to celebrate your birthday, who the fuck says you can't either? You can get yourself a fucking cake. You can get yourself some candles. You can get yourself flowers in a fucking vase and watch fucking Netflix with your mates online. It will do. Because ultimately, it's your day. Take the day off of work. Be lazy. Do something you wanted to do. Like, yes. Oh, yes. Of course, rest well, dearest Ren, sweet dreams, and thank you for the care package, darling. I appreciate it. Right, hydrate, stretch out front, up over the head, and yeah, thank you. And with a posture check as well. I've now degoblined. But yeah, I suppose, to quote that Miley Cyrus song, I can buy myself flowers and guide myself out of hand. Like, literally, like, you can do that for yourself. You don't need someone to do it for you. And it's freeing, kind of realizing that. Like, on Valentine's, because it's coming up. If you don't have a Valentine, go to a florist and get yourself some fucking flowers. Go to the shops and get yourself some 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐿𝐵 if you like 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐿𝐵 and if you like flowers. And I bet you everyone's going to support you for it. Hell yes. And it's sweet, and you've got them. Of course it is higher, of course. Candy or chocolate, what do you like more? What do you like more, dearest Haya? And if it makes you feel better, I definitely care. And I say, you deserve to treat yourself. Everyone who does not have a Valentine, you deserve, with all the love and affection in the fucking world, to get yourself a flower. Get yourself something cute. Get yourself something corny. Something you're like, oh, I need a partner for this. No, you fucking don't. You just need you. Hell yes, Haya. Ooh, you've got great taste. You candy and chocolate bitch because you is a snack. Yes, number said exactly. Prepare something delicious to eat, 100%. Watch some movies you like. And the thing is as well, hang out with your friends. Even online is fine. Online is fine. Get into a cheeky VC and have a little gaggle and a chat. And like, I know on Valentine's, I'll definitely be streaming as well. So if you want me to keep you company, you're absolutely welcome to hang out here as well. You work on Valentine's, fuck! Get Akahata to bring your flower to fucking work. Work as anti-love. You're just there like, you know what would be better today? What? Not being here because it's fucking Valentine's. Fuck you, work. Yeah, honestly, Samurai, I was the same. Like, for a long time after because I moved out of home when I was 17, so I was very young. And after a long time of just kind of, I wrote off every holiday. I kind of was like, I don't really have anyone to celebrate with. Or, like, the celebrations were always, like, kind of, oh, it's a thing that's happening. And you kind of brush it off and move on. These days, I have started to go a little further than I used to for my own little celebrations. And it feels nice. It genuinely feels nice. And you don't need someone else to treat you. Someone else to treat you is wonderful. However, it's not a requirement. And it's kind of freeing when you really let that dig into your soul. It's that whole thing of like, you can go to the movies by yourself. It's fine. You don't need to go with someone. It's more fun with someone. But you can go by yourself. Because you'll still see the film. You'll still get to experience the pop culture hit. And you'll get some tasty popcorn as well. My pop goes to the movies by himself all the time. He loves going to the movies by himself. Like, when I visit and we're together as a family, yeah, he'll go with me and my dad. Like, we go together as a family, of course we do. But he goes by himself all the time, because he just loves watching movies. Yeah, it's about slowly loving yourself. And at the very least, if you can't say I love myself, let's be honest, many of us find that cringe, ooh woo. It's about appreciating yourself. Yeah, I understand that. Honestly, that's Christmas for me. That's Christmas for me. Like, growing up, my mum's an atheist. So she never cared about Christmas. It'd be to the point that it would be like, December would just be how long can me and my sister bug her until she cracks and gives us early presents. So I never made a big deal about Christmas, but it's kind of fun to, you know, make a little bit of a deal about it, go a little corny. Same with other holidays, it's kind of fun just to be a little corny. You don't need to. You're not going to lose anything if you don't. But there's like, it's at the very least a fun story. The very least. Hello, Dread. So I think it's worth it. But you know, if you guys want company on Valentine's, you're absolutely welcome here. And I would love to hear about your fiancé, etc. as well. Welcome back, Giganta. Of course. Oh, honestly, I'm glad you're in a better place, dear Samurai. I'm genuinely glad you're in a better place. You deserve the best. And I can say from experience, even if you feel like shit on a special day, and you think the day's been a dud, it's not worth it, no one cares, it's kind of a burst balloon. Even just getting a cupcake from the store, putting a cheap candle on it, and going and making a wish. You may not have realized it at the time, but that memory's gonna feel a little bit nicer in the future. It's little things. Life's all about the little things, I think. And I think it's worth paying attention to them. Because you are fantastic. You are amazing. You are a damn treat. And you deserve the little things. And anyone who makes you feel like you don't, I'm 5'3" and I'll fucking kneecap them. Nah. Exactly what Numbat said. Oh my god. Now, on to this next troubling tale. I, 18 female, recently had my birthday. At first, I was just going to have lunch with my friends at a restaurant, but my parents insisted on joining us and celebrating it together with us, even though we were going to celebrate at home as a family anyway. I didn't mind and told them I'd be happy to have everyone together at the party. It was all going well until my mum told me she also invited her friends to my birthday party. I didn't want them there because I didn't know them well enough and it was just supposed to be people close to me, but she was stubborn about inviting them, so I suggested that we could have two timings, one for my mum's guest and the other for my friends. She agreed to it and it was settled that we will invite her guests at 12 while my friends would be there at 2. This way I could spend enough time with my friends and also give enough time to the other guests. On the day of the party, none of my mum's guests arrived on time. And only by the time all my friends were there did they start arriving. I was a bit annoyed, but didn't say anything. One of the guest's daughter, around 6 years old, wouldn't leave me alone. She clung to me the entire time. Her parents insisted on her having a cut of my cake. I let her do it since she was just a kid who probably wanted to do it for fun. But then she started smashing the cake with her bare hands, wiping her snot on the new dress I was wearing, which was my birthday gift, and even spat on the food. And her parents, instead of disciplining their kid, stopped the music that my friends and I were playing and played kids' music so that their daughter could show us her dance. I didn't get to spend a single second with my friends, and by the time they left, everything was a mess. I still kept my cool and thanked everyone, including those parents, for coming to the party. Once everyone left, I started crying and told my mum how her guests ruined my birthday, and I hope I never have to see them again. She took it as me blaming her for everything, so she started telling me how ungrateful of a child I am and that I didn't even deserve to have a birthday party. I don't even know what to tell her anymore. Thanks to everyone for the birthday wishes, by the way. My friends and I are planning on hanging out pretty soon, and I'm happy we can have a redo party. No parents or 6-year-olds this time. Many comments asked about my dad's reaction. Well, my dad was against the entire thing when my mum first mentioned inviting her friends, but he had to give in since mum was the one paying for most things and there was no winning an argument with her. During the party, however, he was, well, drunk. Very drunk, and he didn't realize how big of a mess it was. He still thinks the party went really well, Lamau. Yeah, I don't think this person is the asshole. Straight up, no. No. Yeah, no. Absolutely not the asshole. In fact, that mum is fucking cad. Dude, why would you invite... On what planet, if you're a parent, would you invite your friends, your age friends, to your child's 18th birthday party? What part about an 18th birthday party says wine mums? I don't know. Says little children. I don't know. It would be one thing if it was the OP. If it was OP's choice. If OP was like, oh, bring your friends, they're fine. That would be very, very different. But OP's mum forced her to accept, forced her to let her friends come to her party. They tried to reach a compromise where the friends would arrive first, so her friends could arrive later and she could spend time with the friends. Then none of them arrived on time. None of them. They only started showing up after the friends had arrived, which was 2 hours after they were due to show up. This kid was completely running amok, ruining everything. They were changing the music. None of these adults clearly gave a shit about the birthday girl. Fuck all of these guys. Like, damn. I mean, I will admit, this may sound a wee bit shady, but considering how shitty the mum is, I'm not surprised her friends are like that as well. Dicks of a feather tend to stick together. Oh, that poor kid, though. I do hope she... Like, it looks like she's going out with friends, and I hope that goes really well, honestly. Redo. Redo is required, especially for an 18th. Yeah, legit hire. And it's like, oh, piss off with your gaslighting bullshit. And she immediately started going, oh my god, you're so ungrateful, when like crying, she turned to her mum going, your friends ruined my birthday, what the fuck? Oh god. Oh, absolutely no, but absolutely. That shitty mother. Honestly, the arsehole in this one is absolutely the mother. Absolutely. Like, the parents of the 6-year-old as well, but like, they wouldn't be there if it wasn't for the mother. They would have arrived on time if it wasn't for the mother. Things would have been organized well if it wasn't for the fucking mother. She's the key here. But like, her friends are also particularly shit too. Oh my god. Exactly, Aya, exactly. Like, don't use your kid's 18th birthday as an excuse to hold your wine mum party. Like, has no one ever told these kinds of people that, like, you don't need a special event to hold a wine mum party? You can just do it whenever. Same with any event. You can host a party whenever, you know. Like, you can not ruin your kid's birthday and just host your wine mum party like the next weekend. Like, nothing's stopping you. There isn't wine mum day. That doesn't exist. Just pick a day and it'll be the wine mum day of your dreams. Ah, some people. Oh my god. Exactly, lads, exactly. Oh my god. I don't know what it means, but I agree. Good, as you're on the right side. Let's just say wine mum's being an absolute nightmare. Plus a 6-year-old at an 18th birthday party equals... Yep. Honestly, some small kids are fine. It's just... shitty parents tend to, produce shitty children. It's a pattern, unfortunately. Exactly, no matter. Yeah. Kids have their own birthdays. You can smash your own cake. Oh my god, Nova. Violence. Yep. It's like a stretch, you know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Fuck stupid people, get stupid kids. Anyway, I'm sorry. Anyway, am I the arsehole for leaving, for leaving a dinner? Am I the arsehole for leaving a dinner with my girlfriend's family because they kept speaking in a language that I didn't understand? I stand by my statement. Anyway, I am from Galicia, a region in Spain that speaks a language that's very similar to Portuguese, and my girlfriend is from Barcelona, which is in Catalonia. She speaks Catalan. We live in Madrid and study here in university. Everyone in Spain speaks Spanish except for the foreigners, pretty much on a native level from education, media and exposure. There's no such thing as a Spaniard who only speaks Basque, Catalan or whatever unless they're 90 plus years old from some small village, and even then they would still know the basics of Castilian Spanish. I know I'm going to get some comments about this. Okay, so here's the conflict. People from Catalonia are often very nationalistic and will sometimes refuse to speak Castilian. I was in Valencia and some bitch said, speak properly, speak Valencian, a dialect of Catalan, when I asked her for directions in Castilian Spanish. My girlfriend invited me over to her parents' house in Barcelona. They talked amongst themselves for a bit in Catalan. I understood like maybe half or 2/3 of it. They greet me in Catalan and I say in Castilian that I don't speak Catalan. I'm from Galicia. They say something in Catalan to each other, which I think was negative. We ate dinner, her sister and their husbands are there, and they're discussing things in Castilian, and they would often say things to each other in Catalan, which I thought was rude, but I let it go. They kept switching to Catalan during our conversation, and I politely reminded them like 5 times that I don't speak Catalan. They would go back to Castilian and then switch back to Catalan. I go outside to take a breath of fresh air, girlfriend joins me, and I ask her, what the fuck is her family's problem? Why do they keep excluding me from the conversation? And she says, they hate speaking Castilian. I told her that's bullshit. I heard her dad speaking Castilian to someone in Peru during his Zoom meeting. He took a 30-minute Zoom call while I was there and the mum was preparing food. And not once did he switch to Catalan. We joined back and they start asking me my opinion about things. I respond, I ask them questions, and they just respond back in Catalan and respond to each other's responses to that in Catalan. So I just had enough and said, I'm leaving now. The food was good, but I just can't stand the rudeness. I told you so many times I don't speak Catalan, I don't feel welcome, so I'm going. Goodbye. And the father says, how fucking rude. We prepared such a good meal for you, and you're leaving it unfinished. We spent hours on this. They made an entire goose and like 5 side dishes. I said, I fucking told you I don't speak Catalan. Why should I be here when you can't even respect me enough to speak in a common language? I never spoke to you in Galician, Portuguese, English, or Romanian. Fuck you assholes. I grabbed my stuff and left. 15 missed calls from my girlfriend last night. Stayed at a friend's parents' house nearby. Haven't talked in a day, and I don't know what to do now. Am I the asshole? Honestly, no. Like, sure, could have handled the exit a little better, and ultimately a little bit of a dick for ignoring his girlfriend specifically, because his girlfriend wasn't one of the ones doing it. I don't think she should be punished for her family so much. Like, they should definitely communicate. That shutting off her communication specifically is a bit mean, but like everything else, nah, absolutely not. He was absolutely not the arsehole for walking out. Absolutely not the arsehole for standing us down, because that is rude. That is rude. That is really rude. Like, if you invite a guest into your house, you speak the same language as the guest you invite into your house. You invited them. Be hospitable. It's one thing if they show up unannounced. Then it's kind of fuck them. But like, they invited him. It was incredibly rude for them to do that the entire time. But like, yeah, like he could have handled the exit better. I do agree with that. he very much probably should have been more along the lines of like, look, I'm sorry, thank you for the food, I appreciate it, but I genuinely do not feel welcome here. I am not comfortable with the fact everyone is not, like, I don't, like, please kind of, he could say his point in a nicer way. Like, look, I don't speak Catalan, I've told you multiple times I don't speak Catalan. You are capable of holding Castilian for long periods of time, aka your phone call, but you're not willing to do it with me. It feels quite disrespectful, and honestly, I'm not comfortable being around people who don't see me as worthy of respect. So I'm gonna head off now. I'm sorry, have a nice night. But I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go elsewhere. Bye. Like, there's a polite way of doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and he knows they all speak it well, exactly. And the fact that, like, the dad as well was willing to speak it clearly, concisely, no issues on a voice call for 30 minutes without any Catalan dropping in, but refuses to hold it with his guest. It's exclusionary. It is actively exclusionary. Like, very much... that kind of behavior is like, we may have let you in, but you're not welcome here. That's what it says. It's not surprising he walked out, because he wasn't welcome. Like, no. There's a huge difference between we're translating for someone who doesn't speak the common language very well, and we all speak the common language very well, but, fuck you. That's a bit different. Yeah, I do agree with Kai on this one, though, like... he shouldn't have ignored his girlfriend. Like, that's probably where he kind of loses the ball for me. Like, ghosting his girlfriend who didn't do anything wrong, she committed the crime of introducing him to her family. I don't think he should have ghosted her. That's a bit off. But, like, the disrespect from his family, he was well within his right to leave. Well within his right to leave. And the fucking entitlement from the family, assuming he wouldn't leave after treating him like that. Like, most people aren't actually... like, okay, most people are willing to put up with shit, but, like, not everyone is willing to put up with that level of disrespect. And there are a lot of people out there who, like, no, I'm sorry, I'm worth more than this. And they'll leave. Yeah, it's a very ugly lack of respect, exactly. I know I would be really uncomfortable. Because it's like, obviously, I speak English. And the only language that I fluently speak is English, because I'm 2 slices of white bread from different sides of the world smashed together to create a ginger sandwich. And it's like, say I had a partner, and their family spoke a different language at home, I would feel very, very uncomfortable, and very disrespected if I was invited over. So, like, they went out of their way to invite me over, and they spent the entire time speaking a different language. I would be incredibly uncomfortable. I probably wouldn't storm out because I'm a fucking weenie, but, like, I wouldn't come back. Like, I would very much, like, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, bye. And they would never see me again. I would refuse to go back. I would just be like, I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable. I would very much put my foot down and be like, I'm willing to meet in public spaces, but I'm not comfortable going back to their home. And yeah, because it's very disrespectful, it's dehumanizing, it's mean. Yeah, it's mean. Oh yeah, no, that's very different, Cry. No, it's one thing if they actually can't speak the language, that is different. I am specifically talking about, say, if the parents clearly can speak, like, fluent English, like, excluding accents, that doesn't matter. But, like, if they can speak English clearly, then, but they spend the entire time speaking... Spanish. I'm just using, because we just did the story. Yeah, random language, Spanish. If they spend the entire time speaking Spanish, I wouldn't have a fucking clue what they were saying. But if I knew dead fact they spoke clear, fluent English, it would feel incredibly disrespectful. And yeah, you'd spend the entire time basically feel like there was a gaggle of girls having a laugh at you the entire time for being a dickbag. Even though all you did was just stand there and exist. Bye, Numbad. I hope you have a wonderful rest. Thank you for joining us and for the follow. I appreciate it. I know you're always going to be welcome here, darling. Oh, yeah. So it's contextual. Of course it's contextual. Like, it's, yeah, 100%. If the parents actually, like, don't speak very good English, that is very different. In that case, I would just be looking at my partner the whole time being like, translate. I'm sorry. So basically, the poor fucker who invited me over would become the translator. It's like, that is different. Yeah. Oh my god, cry. I love that. Okay, that's wholesome. That is so wholesome. Holy shit. I love that so much. Welcome back to the land of the living, dear Kale. We spilling some tea and it's spicy. Oh, for real though, that's hella wholesome. I love that. Alright. This next story is titled, Am I the Arsehole telling a guy, the street's there, you can go sleep in it, after they bitched about sharing a bed with me, and then made him sleep on the floor. Lamau. Duolingo your way into my heart! Alright, this looks like it's gonna be a fun one. Alright. My sister, 24 female, and I, 24 male, live together. We're pretty social people and run in the same friend group, so we normally have a lot of our friends at our house whenever we can. This particular night, we were having a girls' night. Brackets, I'm one of them gays, TM, so of course I'm invited to every girls' night. One of the girls, 24 female, ended up bringing her brother, 20 male, because she was going to be driving him somewhere in the morning. It works out since instead of a dining room and a living room, we have 2 living rooms at each end of the house, so we can have our privacy and he can do his own thing. At the end of the night, we worked out the sleeping arrangements. We have a couch in each living room, so 2 of the girls claimed those like they usually do. One of the girls shared with my sister, and one was going to share with me. We got a blow-up mattress out for the brother. Apparently, that wasn't good enough, since he had a bad back and wanted a bed instead. The girl sharing with me, being the sweetheart she is, offered up her spot in my bed and she'd sleep on the mattress. He did not like that idea, and started bitching about how he's not going to share a bed with a gay guy and what if he tries something? Brackets, oh sweetie, you flatter yourself, definitely not my type. He suggested he share with my sister, and that was a big no from her, as he had more of a bitch about how bad his back is and yada yada yada, and eventually I just opened up the front door and said, the street's there, you can go sleep in it instead. He ended up sleeping on the floor because I took the blow-up mattress away. Me and my sister personally think he was fishing to share a bed with her. I've gotten quite a bit of backlash from the girl whose brother it is and her friends, nothing from the other girls there. So am I the asshole? No. The fact he took the mattress back is hilarious. It's like, no, fuck you. Alright, homophobic cad. Homophobic cads don't get mattress. Homophobic cads get street corner. Fuck you. Oh, damn. And hi, Kaneka, how you doing? Oh, sleep on the floor, bitch. Suffer to the street. OP is king. OP is... No, let's be honest. OP is the queen and we stan. Absolute fantastic. Oh my god. Hi, Toaster. Welcome, welcome. We sipping some tea. Yeah. Oh my god. Can you go... Oh, I swear. Some people... Like, the head is so far up of their ass. And you're just like, blink, 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 blink. They're like, you know, you share a bed and it's like, oh. The trash takes itself out. Truth. Take him to the fucking curb. Oh my god. Oh yes, Toasty, I've been emo-ified. Honestly. It would be like, just the amount of like, your cis-hets, it's your cis-het homophobes, your cis-het phobes who are like, oh my god, you're totally gonna like molest me while I'm asleep, and it's like, bro, you look like a used up sponge. That I finished using last year. The only place I'd take you, honey, is the bin, cause you stanky. Get the fuck out of my house. Ooh, blonde, I love it. Yes, it's the generic flavour, that's right, that's right. Hi, Zay, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I know, right, Joe, legit. The amount, like, these ones are always so convinced that they are, like, the sex. In fact, there's just so many straight people who are convinced they are, like, the sex. And anyone who is attracted to them on the homosexual side of the spectrum, or bisexual, etc. Basically, if you're capable of having homosexual relations, you will want to commit the sex with them. And you kind of look at them like, ma'am, the only thing I want to commit with you right now is a homicide. So roll on over, get close to the wall, or you're on the floor. Nile is a river, Denial is a river in Egypt. Straight up, straight up. Thank you for the flower crown. Oh my god. Yeah, legit. Yeah. Introduced as the token homo for that. Oh my god. Dude. Oh, that is cringe. Holy shit.
Off context, I am wearing a shirt that has a skeleton on it and says dead inside but caffeinated.
Random but respect. Oh my god. Bro, Jesus Christ. Just no. I don't know what a washing machine is. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, legit. And it's like, the funny thing as well is, like, almost every single type that you get these ones being like they're like, you know, the homophobes that are all like, gay guys are so creepy, the whole bullshit, the whole absolute cock wallet bullshit sponge. And they'll be like, oh, I had this gay guy come on to me once, it was so traumatic, blah, blah, blah. And then the dude describes it, and you're just there like, oh, so one time you had a man hit on you like you hit on every woman you see. Fucking sounds like karma at that point, fuck knuckle. Like, it's always that, and it's like, oh wow, so it's like you almost had your shit reflected back onto you once, and now you're hashtag traumatized, get fucked. Oh, honestly, I can't stand those kinds of people. Like, the fragility of the ego there. Yeah, 100% Nix. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Smoothie. Yeah. Honestly, 𝐿𝐶𝐶𝐿 fucking amazing. It reminds me of this story going around, like, the Gay Avenger. There was this story going around a couple of years ago, and there was this guy in this, like, he would be in a gay club, and what he would do is, like, he was, like, this massive, like, absolute beefcake of a dude. Like, absolute, like, metal beefcake of a dude. And what he would do is he would basically, he would prowl the dance floor, and he'd keep an eye out for, shitty, like, because you know how in gay clubs you've got those shitty cishet guys who go in and try to pick up all the gay girls, which I don't know how they fucking stretch in that. Ugh. And so basically they go and harass the bi and lesbian gals in there trying to pick up chicks because they're in a gay bar. And so what he did, I shit you not, every time he spotted one of these dudes doing it, he would go up to him and start, like, aggressively grind dancing upon them. Until they went away. And then once they were spooked out of the gay bar, he'd just turn to the girls and be like, you guys alright? Cool. And then he'd return to the prowl. I will always respect the Gay Avenger. Fucking slay behavior. And yeah, so apparently anytime in that club, he saw any creepy straight guys going to harass the lesbians or the bi girls, he would go up and just basically grind on them until it went away. Fucking based behavior. God tier. 10 out of 10. The Gay Avenger is my role model. Who do you want to be like? The fucking Gay Avenger. That man's based. And oh, they always fucking scattered. They're like, oh my god, a guy's grinding up. It's a gay club, dipshit. What did you expect? The one place men are going to hit on other men openly. It's a fucking gay club, you goddamn donkey. What are you? An idiot sandwich. Like, come on. Get Gay Avenger. Hi, Bobby. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Honestly, I hope the Gay Avenger is still at that club, protecting those in it, and having a gay-ass time. Ooh, Bobby, we're sharing Am I the Arsehole stories, and I just shared the tale of, I heard a couple of years ago, there was a gent called the Gay Avenger. And essentially what he'd do in gay clubs is he would prowl around the area. Thank you so much for the follow, dearest Poppy Daycare. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, darling. And welcome, welcome. And yeah, what he would do is he would like prowl around the club. So he'd basically like just prowl around the outsides and like staring. And like, it was originally, the post was written in the perspective of like one of the girls, and so like they were initially like, oh, it's kind of creepy. He kept like staring at everyone, and it wasn't until what he did was he would prowl around the club, and then if a straight dude, like one of those like straight dudes, would come up and harass the girls, so harass, you know, the gay girls and stuff, he would just basically come over to them and start like aggressively like grinding.
Don't touch me. My scales are bougie.
He would like start like aggressively grinding on them until they like ran away, and like he'd just like go to the girls and be like, "You're right," and they'd be like, "Yeah," and he would return to his prowl, ready for his next dickhead victim. The Gay Avenger is a legend. Absolute base behavior. Ooh, hard to believe it's been so long. Oh, look, Kaneko, see? It's been over a year since I told you I exist on Twitch. Oh my god. Hi, Edos. Oh my god, Cry, we've been friends for so long. We boomer friends at this point. Like, let's be honest, if it makes you, like, this will probably make you feel worse, but you've known me since I was, technically 26. I'm 29 now. You old.
F-U-G-G off.
Mwah.
Don't touch me.
Oh my god. Boomer friends forever. Ooh, you are approaching your second week, dear ass. Once you hit that goal, I will tell a dick joke just for you, darling. Hi, Edos. How are you? I hope you're doing wonderful. Oh my god, poor Snoodle's being cornered. Alrighty. Yeah, watch time, it shows how... Ooh, over a week of watch time. On hon. Honestly, the interesting about watch time is like, this is how long in human hours you've spent here. Yeah, look, I'm blonde right now, okay? It's because I look fabulous.
Speaking of dick, how's those cats of yours been doing? We have grown together, OMG, be right back picking up to go to the retirement home.
Dramatic tears, dramatic sparkles. Ironically, with like the darker eyelashes for the blonde, bald looks yassified. And the kitty's been going well. Asta's currently in a bowl licking his mitts and Comet's asleep on her tower. Oh my god. Maybe your browser's kind and just like disappears me. Oh my god. Yeah. Friends since kindergarten. Honestly, it does, Samurai, and I love that so much. It's like I can say, completely unironically, that Kaneko and I have known each other for over a decade. Automod doesn't like white people. That's why I keep getting censored in chat. Of course, rest well, dearest Nick. Sweet dreams. Alrighty. Yeah, just snatched bald. It's the purple making me fabulous. Alrighty. This next story is called Am I the Arsehole for Screaming at My Parents for Trying to Use My College Funds to Pay Off My Brother's Debt? No, but I'm going to read the story anyway. I, 15 female, screamed at my parents for trying to pay off the loan my brother, 19 male, had taken from the bank to purchase a new car that he can't pay back. I know they're just trying to help my brother get on his feet now that he's left home, but it's been my dream since I was very little to be a pilot, and the training for it is very costly, so every little piece of money I've made I've been putting into the bank account to save. I've even started working 2 jobs of babysitting and helping out in a local cafe. 2 weeks ago, my brother bought himself a brand new car with a loan he got from the bank, and now he's telling my parents he can't pay it back. He doesn't have a job. How the fuck did he get the loan? And my parents pay for his college accommodation. When I heard this, I didn't think much about it and offered to bring his CV into a couple of places in town and see if he could get a job. Last night, my parents told me that they were going to take the money from my account to pay for his loan, and I was furious with them. I screamed and called them assholes and said that they didn't care about me at all because they never supported my dreams. I'm the only girl in my family with a younger and older brother. I haven't spoken to my parents since then. I felt like all my hard work has gone down the drain and I will never get to accomplish my dream. My relationship with my brother was good before this, and I know that his bad financial decisions were not intended to harm me, but I'm still angry with him and my parents for behaving like this. Update. I was able to get into contact with my brother, and he had no idea that my parents planned to use my income for his debt, and he immediately agreed to refuse to let them go through with this. He also told me that yes, our parents co-signed the loan, and that they said that they were able to pay it if he needed. I also visited my uncle today at his bank and sat with him for a long time to discuss my options. He said that he had checked our parents' finances and that they were more than capable of paying the loan without using my income. He said that unfortunately there is nothing I can do till I'm 18 about the joint account. Right now, I feel betrayed by my parents, so I'm staying at my friend's house for a while. My entire family now knows about this. Not the arsehole. Not the arsehole. The fact that, like, the financier of the family can outright confirm, no, they don't need to touch your income. What are you talking about? No, they can pay for it themselves. That is scummy. That is scummy behavior. That is absolute dog shit behavior right there. But honestly, credit where credit's due. Even the brother, when he found out, was like, hell no. No, I'm not going to let them do that. That's based. So many of these stories have shitty brothers who would take the money and tell the OP to stop whining. I'm glad that she's got based brother. She's just got scum parents. Oh, this is we never wanted a daughter behavior. Honestly. Oh, yeah. Bro's a good bean, respect. Uncle's good bean, respect. Fuck those parents. And honestly, I hope that, like, maybe another family member will let her transfer her money into their account or something. But, like, her parents have fucked her trust with them. Like, this is a big event. Like, she's just 15 now. It is easy to go, she's just a kid. She's gonna hold on to this for a long time. They fucked up. And if they touch that money, it's gonna get worse. And if they touch it and don't return punishment, it's gonna get worse. Like, this is what results in certain kids not talking to their parents when they move out. Like, this is not shit you fuck with. Because, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely, like, scummy behavior. Someone get the retirement home and punch a motherfucker because they are committing nonsense behavior. Honestly. Oh, disgusting. I feel bad for her. And it's like, it says a lot as well that, like, the parents basically, it seems like the parents framed it like, oh, your brother bought a car that he couldn't afford, so we're just gonna use your money to pay it off. When, like, it actually came out in the update, no, the parents, A, co-signed the loan, and B, it was confirmed they'd be able to pay off the car without touching not only her income, but her brother didn't need to pay because it's like his income didn't affect it. Which means they were also trying to gaslight the kid a little. Like, they're full on dodging responsibility. Like, if you co-sign a loan, you are equally responsible for it. What it means is if the other party drops the ball, you have to pick it up. It's not a favor you're doing. It's not a little ooh woo. It is straight up like, no, it's your loan. It is your loan, straight up. No. And the thing is as well is, if it was such an issue that they couldn't afford to, they couldn't afford that car. Or he couldn't afford the car. It's brand new. He could have returned it. They could have returned it legally. And gotten the money back without resorting to trying to fuck over their daughter. It's almost like they were trying to fuck over their daughter, honestly. Oh my god, yeah. Honestly, same's with you. I hope that she gets it sorted, but you gotta feel bad. Yeah, it's straight up robbery. And the worst part, because she's 15, she's got 3 more years stuck in the pit. Yes. Yes, 100% Eros, 100%. A family should never have to rely on their own children to be a successful moneymaker. Like, if you can't afford to have kids, you shouldn't be having kids. Straight up. That's very much my opinion. If you cannot afford to have kids, you should not have kids. Because you are screwing your kid over. It is a very selfish decision, like IMO, like, to have a child if you know full well that you cannot afford it. It is like adopting a pet if you can't afford to take care of it. If you cannot afford a vet bill when your pet is sick. If you cannot afford to feed your pet. If you cannot afford to take care of it, don't get a pet. Because at the end of the day, it's easy to go, all children are miracles, da-da-da. It's easy to make excuses, but if you have a kid you're not prepared for, or you don't want, or whatever reason, if you're not financially prepared to take care of that kid, the one who suffers is the kid. It's always the kid. You're not helping your kid. You're giving them a shit life. Like, come on. If you can't afford to take care of yourself, and you can't afford to take care of it, you shouldn't have kids. Like, you need that financial net. Kids are expensive. Pets are expensive. It's... yeah. Legit connect. Exactly. And a lot of the times, like, these kids who are kind of like, you know, the kids that kind of the parents go, fuck it, even though they can't afford it, they almost always end up resenting their childhood. Like, it's very rare that kids born into those situations where their parents weren't able to support them, that they don't resent their childhoods. And that's not something that really goes away. And it ends up resulting in strained relationships with parents in adult life. And yeah, like, I mean, I know you're joking, but I suppose to play the ultimate side of the argument, what about the kid though? The gift of life isn't going to feed them. The gift of life isn't going to clothe them. It isn't going to put a roof over their head. It isn't going to give them a bed to sleep in. It isn't going to educate them. It isn't going to save them when they're injured. The gift of life is the first step, but it doesn't keep giving.
that's your job as a parent. That's my opinion. And I know that some people would probably see it as controversial maybe, and I can understand that, but I will die on that hill. That is very much my opinion. Yeah, if you bring life into this world, you have to take care of it. Oh, that's horrible, Samurai. Yeah. But at least, yeah, at the very least, it was your choice. That's different. Like, it's one thing if she just took your money. She asked, you willingly gave it, and the most important part is if you said no, if they didn't, and they didn't take it, that's fine. Because that means you've still got control over your situation. But yeah, and it's like, affording to take care of a kid, by the way, doesn't mean you have to have like bazillions of dollars and your kid has to come out like in a Rolls Royce. No. You just got to be able to afford stably the necessities. So, clothes. Clothe the kid. Op shop's fine. Clothe the kid. Make sure the kid gets healthy food. The kid can afford to go to school. All these little things. Just the little good things in life. The basics. Like, if you can't afford the basics, don't do it. Yeah, exactly. You just need economic stability. Yeah, if the kid's healthy, if the kid's safe, you're good. But, like, that's your job as a parent. And it never really stops, really. Like, obviously you've got a lot less hands-on once the kid's an adult. They've moved on, they've moved out. But at the end of the day, like, you're always going to be your kid's rock. Like, some people, unfortunately, have kids like some people adopt pets. They're so focused on how much they want a pet. They want a kid. It's a novelty to them. A lot of people don't think about the opposite perspective. And that's where cracks show. And it's heartbreaking when it happens. Like, I mean, honestly, Kale, I have a feeling she probably doesn't have the 2K if it's been 3 years and she hasn't been giving. I think she might be lying. Unless she shows it to you, then in that case, I don't know, maybe she's being a bang. You can probably double check on that one if it's been 3 years. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, like, oh yeah, she's like, yeah. Don't give her any more money, trust me, it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not, yeah. Like, kids and pets, they're not an impulse buy. And the idea of, like, having a pet. We'll use a pet for example, it's easier. The idea of adopting a pet and having a pet, it's lovely. You see all things like, oh, dog will love me. Dog will love me all the time. Dog will snuggle with me. Dog will be happy when I come home. You see what all of those statements have in common? I'm not talking about the dog. I'm talking about what the dog will do for me. But if I don't have the time to take dog for walks, if I don't have money to give dog healthy food, if I can't afford to take dog to the vet when the dog is sick, I shouldn't have dog. Because I'm only torturing the dog by taking it in. Dog will absolutely murder you if you mistreat it. Or worse, the dog will kind of shut down. But, like, that's a different kettle of fish. That is a different kettle of fish. But, like, neglect is just as terrible as the other departments. And it's just, yeah. That is so awful, Kale. I'm so sorry you had to go with that. I'm so sorry your mum did that to you. That's so dirty. Honestly, parents who do that to their kids it's not on. It's not on. But, like, I guess the only bright side is a very solid lesson was learnt. Who's not worthy of a loan? You gotta look on the bright side. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Smoothie. Yeah. Get a phone if you really want something that'll only develop you in an under my possession relationship. Straight up. If you want a possession that badly that doesn't really come with any repercussion, then just get objects. Objects don't care. Get objects. If If it needs to be alive, fuck, I don't know, get a plant. But even then, you gotta make sure to take care of it. Like, if you are not in a position where you can take care of something, fucking don't. It's not worth it. There are cat cafes. There are dog parks. You can just go there. Make friend with dog. Then you get dog time, but you also aren't responsible for dog either. Oh my god. Robot dog. Remember those 2000s? In the 2000s, the little robot dogs. Doesn't matter if you don't look like them. You just put in new batteries and they're good. Yeah, very true. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, higher. Yeah. And that is my hashtag opinion. My saucy nugget. Yeah, this is my plan all along. It's like, once I have a tiny platform, I can turn around and go, stop being shit! Thank you. Now I'm gonna ooh-woo again. Nice. It's like, just stop it. Thank you. I've said my piece. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Like, if I had the financial means and, like, the staff and the ability to run a cat cafe, it would be amazing. Cat cafes are awesome. But I don't, so I'm not going to do that. I only have 2 cats because I know more cats would become a struggle. And I don't want to do that to the cats, but cats are amazing and I love them. So it's like I'm a cat person primarily, but I still love dogs as well. I think dogs are very cute. But I won't adopt a dog because I live in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment, and that's mean. But dogs are cute, so I just kind of see them and like, oh, cute buff. And then I move on with my life, because that would be mean for me. It wouldn't be good for the dog if I adopted one. Oh my god, Nova Harness, that's so cute. Honestly, they're one of my co-workers, where I work. One of the doctors. He has 4 ragdolls. He's lovely. He has 4 ragdoll cats. They're all absolutely cute. And I kid you not, he takes them on walks in harnesses. He shows me and my coworker pictures of them whenever he does, and we're like, oh my god, that is just fucking dopamine. That is so cute. And it's just pictures of his little ragdoll cats on harnesses going on walkies. Oh, so cute. Honestly, Asta would break out of his harness and run into the abyss, while Comet, I'd have to drag her along the road. They wouldn't be good for walkies. Oh my god. Kaneka, that would be amazing. An internet cat cafe? Bro, I'm down. Hi, Devin, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, she escapes. Yeah. Like, Asta would dart off into the abyss and he'd get himself lost. Because he's dumb and noodle, and when he goes outside he gets anxiety, and he gets zoomies when he gets anxiety. So he's indoor for a reason. Bro would run into traffic. Don't trust him outside. Oh my god. I'm doing well, thank you for asking, Devin. I appreciate it, thank you. I'm glad to hear you're doing okay. Alright. Now, this next story is simply titled, Am I the asshole for cancelling our apartment signing after I found out that my boyfriend bought an expensive car? Dumb fucked up. Ding. Thank you for the posture check and the stretch. I appreciate it. Arms in front, up over the head, and yeah. Oh, this is gonna be some tea. Alrighty, let's see. I need to crack out my next beerpuss for this one, darlings. Alright, locked and loaded. This is a story that requires some sips. My boyfriend, 31 male, and I, 28 female, have been together for just over 2 years. We've been living with roommates and have been looking to move in for a while. It's expensive, and I have a dog, so it's been difficult finding a landlord that would be okay with a dog. My friend's been moving out, she has a dog too, and is willing to sublet for us. The landlord said they're okay with signing us if we want to stay after the 8-month sublet. It's a fairly good price near work, so I'm happy with it. We went through the credit check and we were about to sign it, but recently I discovered that my boyfriend bought another car. He already has a daily driver, but wants a weekend car. Which I personally find fucking ridiculous. Why anyone needs 2 cars? He has a Honda Accord, which is fine, and he's never complained about problems with it. But recently he said he bought another car. He isn't the best with money. He really likes to spend till the last dollar and doesn't have any savings. I've had to bail him out twice on rent. We both pay around $1,100 plus utilities, and he makes around $70K a year, so he should have savings. But he doesn't. He paid me back, but it was months later than we agreed on. So I wasn't really happy that he did that, but I didn't realize he bought such an expensive car. He didn't show me until Saturday when he picked me up in a Corvette. I don't know what model it is, and I asked him how much it was, and he said it wasn't my business. And I was pissed off because he bought a clearly expensive car. He admitted later, because I refused to let it go, that it was $42,000 and he had traded in the Honda. Even then, his payments are almost $800 a month. I was so mad he did that, especially because he asked me to cover part of his share of the apartment security deposit a week before he bought the car. I called my friend and apologized and told her I can't sign the lease, and she said she was okay with it. I hadn't paid the deposit yet, thankfully, and my roommate is okay with me staying, so I'm good. But my boyfriend's lease is ending, and the landlord wants him out, so he's mad at me for cancelling us moving in together because now he still needs to move and will probably be paying more than if we moved in together. He yelled at me for butting in on his business, saying it's not my business what he buys. I think that's fair, but he also doesn't have any money and bought an expensive car, so if anything goes wrong, I have to pay his share of the rent. Am I the arsehole? Oh.
Good night, dearest Nova, sweet dreams. Hi, AITA 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Thank you, darling, and welcome to the Uncanny Valley, dear friend. Yeah, bro is a red flag. He is not. How the fuck? Man's making $70K a year. $70,000 a year. And he's struggling to pay his rent. How? What? I just... Some people shouldn't have money. I mean, Jesus Christ. What, fucking... What? Where the hell is his money going? What the fuck? Gambling? I don't know. If you make $70,000 a year and you are not economically stable, you're an idiot with money. Oh, really, Kaneko? Oh shit, now I want the quest a lot more. Now it's a lot more shiny. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly, Kaneko. How the fuck are you wasting 70 grand? What? I just... Huh? What the fuck do you spend it on? Like... Huh? Like, it's none of your business. If you are... If you are paying rent, sharing the rent with... It is. It is. You being financially stable enough to cover your share of the bills is the other person's business. What you do beyond that is not. But if he has a history of not even being able to pay his rent because he's spending it on stupid shit like a fucking Corvette when he already had a car... Oh, no, dump his ass, or at least don't move in with him. Oh, do not tie your finances to this man. He will sink your ship faster than you can say what? No, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. No, Nah, duck out, just nut at that motherfucker so hard. Oh, Jesus, how the fuck do you waste 70k? That, like, to really bring perspective down, that's about $5,000 a month. That is roughly, if not a bit more than, $5,000 a month. V pays $800 a month on this stupid car, and $1,100 a month on rent. That's $1,900 a month. Where the fuck is the other $3,000 going? Like, bro. Like, how just, oh my god. Like, OP, he is not telling you some shit. He is not telling you some shit, because you have to be doing some absurdly stupid shit with your money to burn over 3k a month. And this is excluding this new car. This is including the additional cost of the car. To be burning through more than 3k a month, to the point he's asking you for money. This is a man-child. He is not worth it. Let him go. He will drag you down with him. Mans needs to go to financial school to learn how to manage his months. Yeah, like, no. Like, he's absolutely untrustworthy. Absolutely untrustworthy. And the fact that he, like, delays paying back for things and stuff, like... Oh, the red flags. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Probably 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓, probably. He probably does blow it all on pornography and OnlyFans and game subscriptions. Bitch is probably a Genshin whale. Who knows? Motherfucker needs to get his funds in line. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm all for spending. Like, if you got spare money, blow your money. Who cares? But if you don't. I mean, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓, if you're gonna put it like that, I'll be a thought for you on OnlyFans. I will add a rigged pointless to me model if I can get 2k a month out of that shit. I will give it like meat spin physics if it gets me 2k a month. Every post will just be angelic meat spin. Every single post. Spin that sensor. Oh my god, that would be the funniest shit. The funniest shit. Alrighty. This next story is titled, "Am I the asshole for eating the food my father-in-law served me and ruining my boyfriend and I's holiday?" Ruining is in quotations. Uh-oh. Background info. I, male 41, am a white American, and my boyfriend, male 38, is Moroccan and half black. His parents took a dislike to me the moment we met. We've been together for 2 years, and he lives in America. This incident in question took place a few days ago. This is only my second time meeting his parents. His mother has been relatively quiet, but it's obvious she feels the same as his father, who is on an all-out warpath. They think that I'm a typical, useless American party boy, and not good enough for their son, who is an all-around goody two-shoes. They are wealthy government employees who think that they're contributing a lot to the world, unlike me. Now, it's important to note that I am also wealthy, self-made, and high-ranking in my career, so I'm not attempting to get on any gravy train. My boyfriend and I are staying at their home in Morocco. The four of us sat down for dinner cooked by their private chef. Everybody got a bowl of some Moroccan food that smelled really good. I noticed that mine looked paler than the others, and
didn't have as much of a smell. I didn't comment at first, but then his father outright said, as if he was doing me a favour, that he told the chef to put a portion for me aside before she added any of the seasoning, because he thought that my palate wouldn't handle the spice well. I have no issues with spicy food, and I could tell my boyfriend was already uncomfortable, and he told his father that I could eat what they're eating. I managed to keep my cool despite being really pissed off, and told him in no uncertain terms that I could handle spicy food. Next thing, he took my food and went back to the kitchen. When he returned, my food was a shade darker than everyone else's. I realized after the first bite that it wasn't just spicy, it was inedible. My boyfriend noticed my reaction and told his father off before telling me to stop eating it. But I didn't. I ate the damn food, and I have never in my life eaten anything like it. There must have been an entire bottle of hell in it. The pain! But I persevered, much to my boyfriend's protests. His father simply watched. I was sweating buckets, felt sick, almost had an asthma attack, another reason that my boyfriend was angry with me, because I put myself at risk. But I ate the whole bowl. Then I left the table victorious, but dying a death. Fast forward, I've been in bed for 3 days. I still felt messed up, may not survive. My boyfriend says I should have been the bigger person and that there were no winners, that eating the whole bowl was as childish as his father was for serving it, and harmed only me. He's been taking care of me, but he's also blaming me. I don't think I was the asshole, even if the last 3 days of our vacation have gone down the drain. TLDR, my boyfriend's father served me inedible food to be petty, so I ate it to be petty, and it derailed me and my boyfriend's vacation plans. And I wouldn't change a thing. Am I the asshole? Edit. I'm not sure that I made it clear enough. The food was taken and he intentionally made it inedible. My boyfriend argued with his father afterwards. Anyway, I appreciate the comments and they cheered me up. I am an asshole, and I will apologize to my boyfriend. The comments about him picking a man like his father have really bothered me. I will take that advice to heart. Also, I love the concern for my asshole. It has had a hard road ahead, but it will be okay. This has come up a few times, so I'll address it here. My boyfriend's parents know he's gay and they've accepted that. He's free to be himself in their home. We do not take our sexuality outside of the home while in Morocco. I'd like to show this post to him later, and I'm going to remove this edit before I do. Please, if you're going to comment, there's no need for racism. This is his family and his business. Update. I've apologized and I'm forgiven. I punished myself enough for his liking. But he agrees that his father is an asshole and he could stand up for me more. I'm out now. Appreciate the responses and the laughs. Final update. Father-in-law has admitted that he didn't think in a million years that I would actually eat the food. The point was that it was going to be inedible. But he won't apologize because I chose to do it. My asshole and I have reached a wary truce. Thank you all for the well wishes. Thank you so much for the follow, Yukishima03. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And welcome to the Uncanny Valley. I mean, at least he's aware. Yeah. I suppose, like, this for me feels like an... this feels like an everyone sucks here. This feels like an everyone sucks here. Cause, like... Oh, yeah. Like... He fucked his boyfriend's vacation. To be petty. That is arsehole behavior. But also... Boyfriend's father... was being equally as petty. And condescending. Because... it's one thing to, like, double check with someone first and say, like, you know, before you, it's like, oh, like, how are you at spicy food? Like, because it's like, yeah, a lot of white people can't handle spice. I can say that. I'm a white people and I can't handle spice. But a lot of white people can handle it fine. Because taste buds don't tend to be Caucasian. They just kind of taste buds. I think I'd be a weenie regardless of who my parents are. It's in my DNA. I have a weenie strand. And, like, it would be one thing if, like, the parent was like, you know, how are you with spice? And, like, if he was like, not that good with it, honestly. then yeah, like getting a bowl served with like clearly no spice and it's fine. But just assuming someone can't handle something because of their race is condescending. It's condescending. It is condescending. Is it really a surprise he took offense to it when you were deliberately being condescending? And then instead of fixing it or admitting a mistake, you went and be petty? Come on. Like, everyone sucks here. The dad was absolutely being a twat. Absolutely being a twat. But also OP joined in the twatty behaviour and absolutely was no more mature than the father. Like, that wasn't worth the L. But at the same time, there is a part of my soul that is saying, ha, stick it to the man. It is 100% a fucking bet moment. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's hella fair, Samurai. I've known people who are just as white as I am, and like, I'm a flashbang, who are like spicy thoughts. I had an old housemate who unironically had a bottle of shit the bed in the cupboard. He loved the shit. Don't know why. That looks like death. But like, live your best life. I've known people who come from heritages where they're expected to be able to handle shit tons of spicy food, whose palate is wider than I am. Because I can at least handle a barbecue sauce. Your taste buds are, they just are. But yeah, he's petty and an arsehole, but he's a self-aware one, and the father is a petty arsehole too. So I think they all lost. The boyfriend was right. The boyfriend was right. There were no winners here. The dad didn't get to be smug that he didn't eat the food. And he didn't get to enjoy existing for 3 days because he ate the death food. You're all idiots. What is... perfect phrase for this situation. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. That is literally this, that is this post. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Hands down, no other phrases required. Oh my god. Well, there we go. If anyone ever wanted to know how childish adults can be, you don't grow out of it. You will find man babies and lady babies everywhere. Shitty games, shitty prizes. Why would I truncate it, huh? Oh my god. Alright. Another one is all actions have consequences. Alright. This next story is called Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Look After My Neighbor's Kid in a Medical Emergency? They always love to start them like this. I, female 26, live in a block of new build apartments. Everyone moved in a year ago, so we're all getting familiar with our neighbours. There's quite a few families on my landing, and we have a shared courtyard where the kids play in summer, so we can get chatting while the kids are playing. We've done favours for each other in the past, like formula milk and normal kid stuff, mainly me giving it out to be honest. But I try not to get too friendly. I have 2 kids myself, a 2-year-old and 11-month-old. I'm currently solo parenting as my husband's gone away for a few days to spend time with his family and friends. There's a mum group chat of the mums in the building who swap kids around and babysit each other's kids for a few hours and they rotate. I'm just a silent watcher, to be honest, and don't participate, and it's not something I'm comfortable with, and my kids can't even communicate properly. Last night, around 3 AM, I get a knock on the door. Me and my kids are fast asleep. I try to ignore it as 1, I'm home alone, 2, I wasn't expecting company, and 3, it's 3 AM in the fucking morning. Anyway, after they wouldn't stop and my kids were starting to wake up, I look through the peephole and notice it's my neighbour. I open the door and it's her and her boyfriend and 2 kids. She's 9 months pregnant and clearly in labor, and they've got their hospital bags. They told me if I could take the kids till her sister gets here in an hour. I said I'm sorry, but no, I don't want to be liable if anything were to happen to her kids under my care, and I don't want to risk waking mine up. I feel like this is something you need to plan ahead and not start knocking on doors hoping someone takes your kids in. I've already got my hands full with my 2, so there's no way I'm having another 2 running around my house at 3 in the morning. They are 1 and 4, and they aren't just going to sit still and watch TV quietly. They call me evil and rude, and the boyfriend got on to me saying what kind of mother watches another struggle. I feel like if my husband was around, he wouldn't speak to me like that. Am I the asshole? Edit. Seems like there's a lot of entitled people here, or parents who think it's normal to just relentlessly knock on a virtual stranger's door to dump their kids on them at 3 a.m. Edit 2. I think people are forgetting how 1-year-olds act. They're usually very attached to their carer, and I am sure watching his parents leave him with me, a stranger, would have left him inconsolable. Waking up my 2 kids and having all 4 awake at 3 a.m. sounds nightmarish. And edit 3. I just spoke to the other neighbor who took them in, and she told me the sister didn't get there until 8 a.m. Also, the kids were awake the entire time and woke up her kids and trashed her house. Yeah, not the asshole. The context is really important in these situations. And ultimately, this isn't just any old medical emergency, it's labor. The funny thing about pregnancy labor is you generally have 9 months to plan for it. You would have a backup plan if you had a brain stem. You would have someone willing to come in and take your kids, like, on a hat's notice. Or, better yet, there's 2 parents there. Parent A should take the kids while Parent B goes to the hospital. Parent A minds the kids until the sitter comes, sister, and then can go join Parent B in the hospital. How about that? Don't foister them on a complete nigh-on stranger. For one, stranger danger, they know nothing about OP. OP could genuinely be a really horrible person, etc. for all they know. That is incredibly irresponsible to try and foist your kids on a stranger. You don't know what they'll do. And for another, it is also entitled to try and force your kids on a stranger at 3 a.m. in the morning with no warning or prior agreement. What she should have done is this mother should have gone around well before this point, even like a week beforehand, and gone, hey, I'm getting towards the end of my term, I'm expecting to go into labor soon. Is anyone willing to agree to take my kids on the off chance I go into labor at a strange time, like, you know, say like at like an inconvenient time and my sister can't get here in time? Like, da-da. Have fun lurking, Code. And thank you for the care package. I appreciate it, darling. Thank you. Exactly, Kaneko. Exactly. And it's like, yeah, true, Shari, yeah. And what, were they just going to leave the kids in the hall? They don't know that. You don't know the neighbor. And, like, they should have organized, had a few people. Like, if there was this mum's group chat, she should have posted in it. I mean, there's an idea. Hey, I'm pretty close to getting into labor. Is anyone willing to essentially be my emergency contact, so to speak? So is anyone willing to be my emergency babysitter if I go into labor at an inconvenient hour and my sister isn't able to get there in time? Someone would have said yes. And if everyone said no, then you would have known to go to your friends instead. Like, pregnancy, come on. You've got 9 months to prepare for someone to have your back during labor. And if you don't, ultimately, it's not your fault if you're spontaneous. Like, it's not... It is kind of your fault if your spontaneous plans do fall through. It's not really something you should fuck around and find out with. You know, it's a bit more important. Exactly. But honestly, the fact she was trying to foist her kids on a stranger is the biggest red flag, because it's irresponsible. She's just lucky the person that she gave the kids over to was a responsible parent who genuinely cared for the children's welfare. But like, that is one hell of a gamble, and a really irresponsible gamble you're willing to take. Don't give your kids to strangers. They might shank them. Am I the arsehole for not making my daughter apologize to the woman who spoke to her like a baby? Oh, no. I have a daughter, Katie, who is 6 years old. She's a very smart and straightforward little girl. People are often surprised over what comes out of her mouth. We do talk about filtering, but as she's 6, she's not always the best at it. I admit I didn't use a lot of baby talk when she was younger, and do speak to her as if I'd talk to an adult. Katie has a babysitter, Lauren, who watches her some afternoons if I'm not off by the time Katie is done with school. One night, I had to work late, so Lauren's mum, Julie, stopped by at one point to drop something off. Now, I wasn't there, but by Lauren's own admission, her mum can be a lot. The following is a recount from Lauren and Katie has confirmed it when I discussed it with her privately. Julie began gushing about how cute Katie is and began baby talking her using cutesy words, pronouncing things with the W's, etc. Lauren was cooking dinner for herself and Katie. Julie turned to Katie and asked, "Are you ready for your nummies?" And Katie got a weird look on her face and asked, "Why are you talking to me like that? Are you stupid or something?" Julie got offended, and Lauren told Katie to apologize. Katie said no, and told Lauren to stop talking like a baby. Julie left not long after. When Lauren relayed the story, I said maybe Katie shouldn't have been so candid, but Julie shouldn't have talked to her like an infant. Lauren said she just wants Katie to apologize to her mum, and I said Julie should apologize to Katie for treating her like a baby. I did talk to Katie about being more polite. She seemed to be receptive. When I told my mum about the whole situation, she was appalled. She said Julie was probably just trying to be nice and didn't realize how mature Katie is. She said Katie should absolutely apologize. Am I the arsehole? Ooh. Have fun lurking, goes. I mean... no? I want to say no. Like, like a little, I'm kind of torn on this one. Like, the kid was rude. The kid was rude. In the second half of the sentence. I mean, let's be honest. If you're going around to 6-year-olds and going, ooh, boo, 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 you don't go around kids very often. 6-year-olds generally don't like to be patronized. 3 and 4-year-olds, you're fine. But like 6, like basically once they start school, they start getting the big kid mentality. They don't like being patronized. It's like, are you ready for your nummies? At 6, I would have shinned you. I would be like, what are you talking about? Like, I would be like, no? Like, absolutely would have been like, no, come on. Come on. Hello, Nivey Vibey. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And welcome to the Uncanny Valley, darling. It's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Yeah, like, trust me. Like, don't, like, think like, yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, it's like more like who's ready to eat. Like, kind of like the way you speak to children, but not toddlers. But, like, going up to a 6-year-old and going, who's ready? Are you ready for your nummies? Are you really fucking surprised that kid turned around and go, why are you talking like that? Are you stupid or something? Because kids are A, very blunt, and B, they know how to speak when they're 6. Yeah. So the kid should have apologized for the stupid comment. Specifically. That was rude. But the rest, the kid was completely in the right, and honestly, the mum should have apologized to her for being condescending. Like, dude. Yeah, baby talk after 3 years is just asking to get insulted. Straight up. Straight up. Like, by the time a kid is in school, they know how to speak. Like, come on. Just imagine yourself in that situation. Just like, I absolutely, yeah. Talk to them normally. But like, just in the way you talk to children, not in the way you talk to kids. Like, in like, beans. Like, there's a big difference between, are you ready for some nummies? And, who's ready for dinner? The second tone is what you use for kids who, you know, go to school. Preschool included. But, are you ready for nummies? Is when they're still like, fart noise. Or if their vocabulary starts and then, nummies. That's when you're fine. But like, if the kid can speak well enough they're in school, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. They're going to shin your ego so hard, because at 6 they don't have a filter yet. Which means they will roast you for filth, and honestly, you kinda deserve it. But yeah, I'd say a little, I kinda wanna say everyone sucks on this one. I kinda wanna call this one, everyone sucks. Because, like, Julie, the babysitter's mum, absolutely sucks. I am not on her side at all. She was incredibly condescending. I would want to kick that woman in the shins as a 6-year-old. Like, I would be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'd just be like, I'm sorry, I'm busy. Like, everyone's like, don't talk to me. Like, fuck off. Get your shove your nummies up your ass. But honestly, no, let's be honest. Back then, I probably would have turned around and been like, are you okay? Mom told me that when people start slurring like that, they're gonna have a stroke. Do I need to call the hospital? I probably would have said something like that. Oh my god, yeah. Exactly, yeah, Kaneko 100%, yes. Yes, absolutely. The old lady should apologize to the kid first, then the kid should apologize in turn. But like, taking the kid's side definitely was a good move. I do agree that taking the kid's side in that situation, because it teaches the kid to not put up with being patronized, and I think that's a good lesson. Hi, Xana, welcome to the land of the living. We're spilling some tea, welcome, welcome. Yeah, exactly, Haya. It's like, put your wine down, Mom. You've had your time. Freedom! Oh my god. This next story is titled... So you sound like Grandpa did when he died. His face is all like... Oh my god, that would be horrifying, but hilarious if a kid said that. Oh, Xana is a sandwich because he is one of our favorite snacks. How are you, darling? I hope you're doing brilliantly, and welcome to the land of the living, dear friend. This next story is called, Am I the Asshole for being mad at the best man's girlfriend for making him choose between a dog and our wedding? No, but I'll read anyway. But I've already picked my side. No. My fiancé, male 29, and I, female 26, got engaged last October after 6 years together and plan to marry this October. We both have very complicated families, so we thought a lot about our wedding and decided that we just want peace and don't want to worry about all the family drama. So we planned to get married in Italy with only our best man and maid of honor. It's only a 4-hour drive to a small city we once discovered on a road trip. We invited my maid of honor plus his best man to the wedding, call him Mike, 29.
mail and told them they could bring their significant other as well. The trip would be fully paid, and Mike and my fiance's best friends, and Mike is my fiance's best friend since kindergarten. Mike's girlfriend, let's call her Courtney, female 28, and him have been together for 3 years. We're very welcoming towards her, and I befriended her as well. We did a lot of things together, helped them move, build their home. Mike and Courtney are getting a dog, hopefully in September. So Mike told us he needed a different hotel because the one we chose is not dog friendly, and at the time of our wedding, October, they would probably have the dog. We apologized and looked for another hotel. Then he texted me that Courtney thinks the dog wouldn't make the long drive, which we understood. We said that there are probably a lot of friends and family who could take the dog, but Courtney doesn't want that. Mike told us that Courtney would probably stay home with the dog and he would travel alone. Here comes the drama. The following day, Mike wrote us he will not come to our wedding because Courtney doesn't want to be alone with the dog for the weekend, and she would also like to attend the wedding. Courtney wrote to me that we could change our wedding month or the place, maybe just a wedding in our hometown, so that they could come. I said no. If we married in our hometown, the families would want to attend, and all the drama between parents and siblings would stress us out. My fiance asked Mike again if he couldn't come alone, and they finally told us that Courtney threatened to end their relationship if he didn't stay with her and the dog. My fiance was absolutely sad and disappointed and told Mike his feelings. He's normally not over-emotional, but that was hard for him. Courtney wrote me the following day as if nothing has happened, and I told her that I'm absolutely disappointed in her and can't understand her behaviour and how she puts this dog, who is absolutely in no danger or need to have 2 people dog-sitting him, over our wedding, and kind of expected her to apologise for all the stress she's put us through. She called me an insensitive and offensive person, a bridezilla who wants her wedding above everything, and said she couldn't accept my behaviour even if I apologised. I just can't comprehend why I should apologise. I feel like I can express to friends if I'm disappointed, and I absolutely didn't write anything offensive. Edit. Sorry if there's been any mistakes, English isn't my first language. Edit 2. And to clarify, there isn't a dog yet. They've only talked to a breeder. He said, if his dog mama gets pregnant and has more than 3 babies, they would get one in September. They don't even have a fucking dog yet. They plan to get a dog in September. They don't even have a dog. Update. We discussed sending this thread to Mike, but decided ultimately against it as he first wanted to talk to Mike himself before revealing that I posted the whole thing to the internet. They met in secret yesterday. Courtney was at work, and Mike broke down crying. It's been super stressful for him. He'd asked his family, especially his mum, to dog sit, but Courtney declined. His mother was furious that he would miss my fiance's wedding. She loves him, but Courtney told her that she'd changed her mind and decided to let Mike go. But then I wrote her an offensive and mean message, so they decided against it. Mike lost it at that and told his family that she would never allowed him, and that my message wasn't mean at all. He really told her that he wants to go, and she should just live with that. She cried a lot and he felt bad. My fiance told him that he asked another friend of theirs who has a little child to come, and he said yes. His wife even asked us if we wanted her and the baby to come. She would understand if that was too much, but we were happy to also invite them. Mike cried after hearing this and realized that he will not attend our wedding now because of Courtney. Today, Mike wrote my husband that Courtney told him that she was overreacting because she had the feeling he wouldn't value the dog and that it's a good practice thing for a baby. She doesn't want to apologize to us, but would accept if he goes to the wedding. I think Mike's family made very clear that they think she's crazy for this, and she wants to be viewed as a good person. My fiancé said that he won't change that back, and that Mike will sadly miss the wedding now, because we can't be sure that there's no more drama with Courtney. I know that this is hard for my fiancé, but he hopes that Mike realizes now what Courtney will cost him now and in the future. Thanks for all the good wishes, and I'm happy to be married in Italy this October. Without Courtney. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you for the hydrate, I appreciate it. Like, a theoretical dog.
This would be insane if they had an actual dog. Because there's friends and family can dog sit for the weekend. You have animal houses, like, you know, little animal hotels. You can leave the dog there and let him get pampered for a couple of days. You have so many fucking options. Dog hotel. This, that, this, that, this, that. If you had a job. But they don't even have a fucking dog. Oh. In fact, the dog mama's not even a dog mama yet. The dog isn't even pregnant. There's not even a puppy on the way. It is a dog that doesn't exist. It is a non-existent dog. It is a maybe dog. It is Schrodinger's dog. It's not even a dog. It's not even a real dog. And even then, if there was a real dog, it'd still just be a dog. There are options. Just, oh my Jesus Christ. I feel bad for the quote-unquote Mike. Because it sounds like he is being treated like shit at home by this woman. Yeah, literally, it is not worth banking anything on that. Like, if the dog gets pregnant, if the litter's more than 3, if maybe you'll get a dog. Piss off. The mental gymnastics. Oh, that's just... Yeah. I think the most heartbreaking part about it all is the one who really is taking the loss here is Mike. Quote-unquote Mike, the friend. Imagine being friends with someone since kindergarten. A wedding, like being the best man in their wedding is a huge deal. And they go out of the way, they do everything. And your girlfriend of 3 years ruins everything over a theoretical dog to the point of no return. Because ultimately, I do think OP and their fiance were in the right to ask another friend to take the role. Because they declined. For a stupid fucking reason. But ultimately Mike did cave to his girlfriend and declined. And so they were well in the right to ask someone else. It wouldn't be fair to them to miss out on a best man altogether because of this shit. And yeah, man's clearly in some kind of toxic relationship. So that's kind of heartbreaking in that, but it's heartbreaking in like a you saw it coming kind of way. Yeah. And it's like, yeah. At that point, I think like Mike would have to pay his own way. If Mike wanted to attend this wedding, he would have to pay his own way. It's his only chance in hell of going. But like, if this is how insane Courtney gets over a theoretical dog that doesn't exist, I don't think he should have put a bun in that oven. Just saying, as a peanut gallery, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good hill to die on. There are 8 billion people on the planet. There are other fish in the sea. Fish who will not do that shit. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Like, yeah, way out of line. Like, absolutely incredibly out of line. Yeah. But, like, honestly, the real red flag I'm getting here is toxic partners. One thing they tend to do is sever your relationships with people you were friends with in order to isolate you. It looks a little like that. Like, this is his most solid relationship, and she has actively put a huge spanner in it over an invisible dog. Makes you wonder how many other friends Mike has lost contact with over the past 3 years. Poor dude. Yeah, it really sounds like she's trying to isolate him. Yeah. It's always the first thing they do. Always. And the worst part is when you're in it, you don't see it. You don't see it. You never see it until it's too late. You straight up, you never see it until it's too late. Because you trust your friend or your partner. And you don't notice what's between the lines. He needs to go to this wedding. If only just to help him stand up, but I hope he gets out. Yeah, lass, yeah. It's not good. This is not a good track. As random guy on the internet, number 536. He really needs to get out of that. That's not good. Oh yeah, Cry. Yeah, I feel that. Trust me. I mean, you know. you got the knowledge. You know. Oh. It never leaves you. It never leaves you. And like sometimes you can rebuild those relations. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. And you know that you and me, bro, we ain't never getting splits. Oh, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. And not in the slightest, I feel that on a guttural level. And sometimes, if you're lucky, and you catch it early enough, you can rebuild the bridges that person burned. But sometimes you can't. And that's the real heartbreak here. I genuinely hope anyone in these situations are able to come out the other side swinging and fixing their shit and having their shit fixed and being brought back by the people who care about them. And the real moral of all of these stories really comes down to always take both sides. Listen to both sides. Especially if something throws a red flag at you. Always. If someone comes to you out of the blue and starts slandering someone you care about, or someone you care about is just, they're in a new relationship or they've got a new friend and they've just like really suddenly withdrawing from everyone, check in on them. It's worth it. Trust me. It's better to look like an overcaring friend than to realize, oh shit, a couple of years down the line. Yeah. Exactly, Xana. Yeah, and it's and once you got the foundation flat, it's hard to kick up the concrete. Exactly, yeah. If he manages to stick this boundary down and shows up and can get through, it'll help him get his stand. But like, yeah. Oh, that's a bad track. That is a bad track. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Very true, Xana, yeah. Sometimes things go too far. That's very true. Sometimes friends are permanently lost. And you just have to accept it. And move on with your life. And if my life has told me one thing, eventually the truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. It may not come out in the form you expected it to, but an arsehole cannot hide the fact they're an arsehole forever. And eventually, people will clue in that there's something fucky here. And they will turn around and go, oh shit. And sure, the bridge is burned, but they will at least look back on you in their memory more fondly than they did before. Exactly, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. It's hard, it's a horrible lesson, but it's one we gotta learn. And yeah, life can be mean sometimes, but on the bright side, you'll always have at least one person in your corner. And in many of these cases, most of your friends, when you are finally free of these situations, or you're in that spot where you need to talk to someone, you need help to be freed, they will have your fucking back. And many times they were just waiting for you to reach out. Because it's one of those things where it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's when the horse starts drinking that they can help get you water. Just starts talking in fucking riddles. But like, if you get it, you get it. Hi Ragnar, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well, my dear fellow Ragnar, and welcome to the Beats. Oh my god. But yes. Now on to a lighter topic. Am I the arsehole for insisting on sushi? Yeah. Oh. Of course not. Sushi's great. Exactly, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. Yes. Yes. Yeah. That is also very true, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. Exactly. Getting the perspective of someone who is not involved at all really helps. And getting the perspective of people who were pushed out of the circle really helps as well. The people who were in it but were pushed out by the one doing the pushing, they also have a very useful perspective you want to get. But yes, it's Sushi Hill Day, let's do this. My son, 11 years old, requested sushi for his birthday dinner, so I made reservations at a local sushi place. Found out my in-laws were coming into town and they wanted to get together, so I invited them along. My sister-in-law hates any food that is of Asian origin, says it gives her migraines. And in the past would usually decline going out if we did not accommodate her, and we almost always accommodated her. I spoke to my son about his aunt does not like Asian food. That's a whole ass third of the continent, motherfucker. You're just racist against good food. And asked if he would consider another location. He really didn't want to switch. He is obsessed with sushi. So I called in-laws, explained the situation, and told them that they could come to our house for the Super Bowl the next day instead if they wanted. They said they wanted to see us on both days. I figured it was their decision. Sister-in-law calls me the morning we had reservations and asks if we can change the restaurant. I said I was sorry, but I already asked. I sent her the menu and told her they might have other food and to check. She again complained about the likelihood of getting a migraine. Asian food doesn't give you migraines, you cad. You're just a hypochondriac. Sorry, peanut gallery. I told her I was sorry, but that was all my son wanted, and she was welcome to come the next day to spend time with us. She chose to come anyway. Long story short, she orders a Chinese dish, although other items were available, hates it, and almost vomits at the table. Then my mother-in-law and brother-in-law feel sorry for her, and my oldest daughter also felt bad. All the attention was on sister-in-law when they brought out my son's birthday dessert. The whole scene kind of ruined the moment, but I tried to make the best of it. At the end of the meal, mother-in-law turns to me and says what a shame it is that we have to have Asian food, and now sister-in-law will be sick for weeks. Apparently her migraines do not go away when she smells or eats Asian anything. I think she's just racist, bro. Right in front of my son. Son, of course, now feels bad. Night ruined. Am I the asshole for not picking a different restaurant? Edit. Son has other celebrations planned this weekend, so don't worry about him. He's gonna have a blast. We had a talk about when to and when not to feel guilty about something. This was one of those situations where he shouldn't take any of the blame. Sister-in-law was not formally invited. My in-laws stay with her when they come to town. She chose to tag along. I was hoping she would either not come or order one of the available American dishes. The in-laws are nice despite their enabling sister-in-law's behaviour and her never-ending medical issues. I could not tell them to stay home. It would have ruined the night just as much and hurt my son's feelings. He loves them. Some of you are confused about the type of restaurant. Their main attraction is sushi, but they also have a menu with Thai and Chinese dishes, as well as a couple of American dishes for picky eaters. You dumb motherfucker. Just order a fucking burger, you dink. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Dumb bitch deserves to choke. I'm sorry. Dude, there was American food. She can't handle Asian food. She wasn't invited. She didn't need to come. She came anyway. She could have gotten a schnitty or a fucking burger and chips and she would have been fine. But little bitch had to go get a Chinese food to be dramatic and have a new woo migraine. Fuck you, get fucked, you did this to yourself. Meh. Fuck that lady, not the arsehole. She just racist. Fuck this bitch. Nuh-uh. Honestly. Yeah, it really sucks to suck. L plus ratio plus fucking skill issue. Oh my god. And also, Asian food's amazing. Okay. You don't have to love a lot of Asian dishes, but A, they're not all the same thing. Japanese, Chinese, Thai, Malaysian, etc., all really fucking different. And also, there are a lot of options in Asian dishes. You don't like raw fish? Don't get the salmon nigiri, you dumb fuck. You could order ramen. It's noodles with nice stuff on top. You don't like the noodles? They have fucking fried chicken. They just used a healthier batter. Get the fried chicken. Don't want the fried chicken? I don't care. Starve. Dude, like, pretty much every Asian food place has at least a couple of dishes meant for the shitty white people dragged along. Like, almost every Asian place I've ever been to, and there's a lot here in Australia, they're quite common here, and they always have, like, a side menu with, like, fish and chips, burger, schnitty. It's your pub food. Because they're like, yeah, people are not going to complain about this. Exactly. Like, definitely just racist or, like, deliberately pick shit she doesn't like. Like, fuck you. And also, honey chicken is amazing. Suck a dick and choke. Fuck that lady. I mean, mince pies fucking slap. Honestly.
I just feel offended on behalf of Asian food. Like, it's good shit. Dude, like, has it never occurred to this egotistical idiot that maybe the 3 dishes she's tried just happened to not be to her taste palette? Maybe if you don't like black pepper, don't keep ordering the black pepper flavored food. Maybe if you tried the other food, you'd find one you like. Instead, doofus keeps ordering the metaphorical black pepper and going all Asian food is bad. No. She just has shit taste and the exploration ability of a blind wombat stuck in a cardboard box. She's giving me a migraine. She can stuff a migraine up a hypochondriac ass. Nah. Absolutely not the arsehole. Honestly, they should have blocked her fucking dramatic ass off at the door. Honestly. I feel bad for the kid having to watch that shit. What a princess. And that time I say it in a derogatory sense. God damn. Just... All Asians' food gives me migraines. If I smell it, I would have shoved a sweet and sour pork up her nose so fucking fast. It's like, fine, sniff, bitch. If you got a migraine, maybe you'll shut up for a week. Oh my god, just... Yeah, like there's picky eaters and then there's being ridiculous. She basically is an r/main, I'm the main character situation. She made this 11-year-old's child birthday all about her. Bruh. Honestly, Kaneko, like, I feel that. It's like... British food is bland. That is true. I like bland food, don't get me wrong. I love British food. But a lot of British food is quite bland. But I will take bland over whatever the fuck they serve in American restaurants. It's so greasy. It has a sheen. It's bread. Bread shouldn't be shiny. Yeah. I can't do American food. Just too much grease. It's too greasy. I don't know why. Every time I touch American food, like, the chips are like yellow to the point of orange. The bread on burgers is shiny with grease. Like, I feel like I'm rubbing my hand in a motor oil spill. Like, it's so greasy you can see a reflection on it. Like, nah. Maybe she just can't handle the fact that it's healthy. It's like, I'm sorry, did we not put enough grease on it for you, sweetie? Yeah, like, just, oh, Jesus Christ. Just, nah, like, not all, like, and even then, I can't handle the majority of it. Pretty much all American foods make me sick. But even then, I don't go around saying all American food is shit. There's some good food. It's just much better. If I'm going to eat an American burger, I want it the size of a 50-cent coin. Because after that, I will be out for a week. Me, I'm the daredevil. You know what? If there's one thing positive you can truly say about American food, they pre-lubricate it before it goes down the throat. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, like, why do they put sugar in everything? It doesn't need to be in everything. Why do they put butter on everything? It doesn't need to be in everything.
I know. We're just talking about American burgers. Oh my god. Oh my god, Sam Ryan, rest in peace. But yes. I think this next story I read will be the last story of the night. I've noticed there's a lot of birthday stories. Man, those Easter babies really popping out. That's me, I'm one of them. Anyway, this story is called, Am I the Asshole for Assuming My Friends Were Paying for My Birthday Meal? As American, you're used to the throat lube. Oh my god. This happened a few days ago, and I've been conflicted since. Before my birthday, 5 of my friends asked if I would like to get some food and drinks at my birthday event. I said, sure, where would we go? And Mike said, anywhere you like. I suggested a nearby steakhouse I've been to in the past. We all met each other there. Mike was quick to order himself a drink and started talking about appetizers. I said I don't normally eat them, but I'll try one. We ordered our mains and we all had ordered the steak and another round of drinks, at which point Adam also ordered a bottle of champagne. I said, oh, you guys don't need to get me champagne, it's only my birthday, nothing too special. When Mike said, lighten up, birthday boy, and have some fun. I did think maybe I was being too uptight, and since I was being treated, it's not too big of a problem, I may as well celebrate. Mike started arguing with the table next to us because they threw a french fry at him. I tried to explain to him that they weren't even eating french fries, but he had them earlier. He must have dropped one. Then he stood up and started swearing at the table. There was a child at the table about 3 years old who looked absolutely shocked. I told Mike to sit down and he started pushing me, saying, that man threw something at me. The waiter came over and said there have been complaints against us. Mike just silently drank his beer and Adam started arguing with the waiter, saying that the other table started it. The waiter said we needed to pay up and leave in the next few minutes before there was a problem. I said, thanks guys, do you want me to help pay? At which point they all looked at me and said, you're the birthday man, right? You got money? I said, I thought you were inviting me because it's my birthday as a present. And Adam chuckled a bit and said, weren't you the one that chose where we were going, bud? Adam got up to leave and said, let's go, boys. I started to worry. I thought they were pranking me or something. I said, you can't really go. And then Adam started to walk away. So I grabbed him a bit and looked at my hand and said, and he said, get your hand off me, pal. And I just looked at him and said, why are you acting like this, man? They walked out and left me with the bill. I tried to explain to the waiter about the situation and he said, look, someone's got to pay and your table was causing a lot of trouble tonight. I tried to apologize, but he just looked at me like I was dirt. So I just paid. It was most of my money. I spoke to my friends after and they acted like nothing happened. I said, you guys need to pay me back. And I got several replies along the lines of, it's already over, leave it. So I haven't spoken to them in a few days. I received a few messages asking me if I'm still crying or if I grew up yet. I haven't replied and I want to know if I was wrong to assume I wouldn't be paying. The whole situation had me feeling weird. What the fuck? OP, get new friends. Get new friends. They are shitty, shitty people. Beyond not the asshole. Honestly, when I read that, I genuinely just assumed that they all paid their part and then kind of turned, oh, you've got to pay your part too. Like, no, like that's what I assumed. I thought they would just be like, oh no, it was split and it wasn't clear. And I was like, oh, well, I thought I was being treated. Oh, damn, I wouldn't have splurged. Whoops, my bad. Like, probably America, let's be honest. I can say that, I'm half American. This is disgusting, exploitative behavior. This is using. They are using you. If there is no clear divvy of money beforehand, if you don't, before everyone goes to the meal, clearly specify if one person is paying or one person is not paying, you all buy your own shit. That's the way it works. Don't be sketchy. They used him. They used him. What a horrible thing to do with someone. Honestly, I hope this dude, like, just dusts his hand and doesn't deal with, like, dude, like, yeah. No, like, seriously, really not worth it. Like, what an yeah, no. No, that is absolutely just, man. Like, this poor OP got used. It's like, there are no updates. Let's see. We've got... Alright, so someone being like, why would you be friends with any of these people? I'd have paid my part of the tab and left. And the response from OP was, I didn't want to cause any more of a scene and I was feeling like an arse to the waiter and the table next to us. I'm friends with them because we used to work together. So someone responded going, used to, not anymore. Don't socialize with them again. They are not your friends. Like, a lot of people are basically going, dude, they used you. They used you. Right, let's see if there's any more responses from OP. Yeah, pretty much like everyone is going like, dude, like, they used you, back off. Pretty much everyone is going, seriously, dude, they used you. Because they did. Yeah, not a single person's on this side. Every single person is like, dude, cut these people off. They're terrible. Dude. Yeah, legit, Jared, legit. Oh. Nah, just, yeah, cut these fuckers off. Cut their leeches at best. They're nasty little leeches. And the way they were chucking a scene in the restaurant as well, you don't want to know these people. Like, no. Yeah, they deliberately made it seem like they were treating him. Disgusting. No. Absolute trash. Like, I can understand a misunderstanding if it just, they were all under the impression that everyone just paid for their own part, and so he was left with his own bill. I can understand that. I would be like, oh yeah, I mean, no one specified. Like, it's a bit of a faux pas, but just pay your own bit and move on. But the fact that they dined and dashed in an expensive restaurant. Fuck them. Nuh-uh. Shank those motherfuckers. Yeah, 100% exactly. You can always vibe check someone over how they treat customer service workers and how they treat their fellow peers in restaurants and stuff as well. Yeah, Jesus, what a piece of shit. Honestly. Absolute human trash. Yeah, elite job their birthdays first, then cut them off. Yeah. Yeah, it was a steakhouse. They all got steaks in a steakhouse. With champagne. They bled this poor man dry on his birthday. Fuck off. Oh my god. Because steaks are easily like $40 a piece. Oh, that's dreadful behaviour. Hello, Esther. Oh. Yeah, just buy 8 bottles of champagne on the tab and walk out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because fuck him. Yeah. Fuck him. Just, oh my god. Like, how anyone can be like that. I just... I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get how people can be like that. Yeah, you could never take advantage of people like this. You'd feel... I mean, if you had a lick of fucking empathy, you'd feel bad. You just ruined the dude's birth. Dude, how up your own ass, how narcissistic do you have to be completely blind to the significant damage you are doing to another person? Like, nasty, absolutely nasty behaviour. Fuck that guy, not the asshole. I hope he never has to talk to these dipshits ever again. Bro needs new friends. In fact, bro's better off having no friends if that's the friends he has to deal with. Oh, it's both, 𝐄𝐍𝐕𝐓𝐮𝐞𝐫. You can be scum and narcissistic. You can be both. You can be both. Oh my god. I know, right? Absolute scum behaviour.
Yeah, no friends is better than negative friends, hands down. Easy. Easy. Not worth it. Not worth it. Oh my god. L's all around. And Zanny would be completely on right to do so. Gosh. There have been some ripe assholes tonight. Damn. The tea has been steaming. There have been some absolute fucking characters in these stories tonight. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. The gale on some of these bastards. And there's been some pure stories too, but Christ. So many birthday stories. So many red flag birthday stories. Welcome to the Disneyland of wanting to stab people. But hey, say what you will, but you can't deny the tea was tasty tonight. But yes, I think that will be the last story for night. It's nearly midnight, and I am officially going to start forcing myself to cut off at midnight again. I've been going over all the time, and I need to stop that, especially on weekdays, because a bitch has a day job, and I have been nerfing myself. I've been naughty, and I need to stop being naughty. Oh my god. Alright. So yes, with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me for this hot, tasty cup of tea. I truly appreciate it, thank you. I appreciate hanging out with you guys and all of us getting to join together and rage into existence over the sheer fucking gall of humanity. Oh my god. Alright. Let's have a good old glance around for a potential target. Let's see. It's EP time. Alright, so the links are, we've got Discord. So exclamation Discord. If you want to pop in and check out. And my stream schedule is available in there. My next stream will be on Wednesday, so in 2 days. So it'll be on Valentine's Day. And I'm going to be doing free doodles on Wednesday. So it's going to be a nice, comfy Valentine's night. I'll be doing some free doodles for you guys. And, you know, we'll all get to hang out together. If I can find it on, I'll stick a rose on my head or something. We can be each other's Valentines. Oh my god. And on Thursday, I'll be doing commissions as well. So that's my plan for the week. Alright, I have found a potential target. Now to hope the raids will go through. So let's probably do stream ending. Alright, and alright, so we've got alright. There we go. Exactly. Who needs a Valentine's when I can have you guys? But hey, if you've already got a Valentine's, why only have one Valentine's when you can have two? I'll be your side hoe on the internet. No. I'm sorry. Take all the Valentines. It's extra chocolate and extra roses. I look forward to the wooing, my dearest darlings. And once more, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I've had an absolute fantastic time hanging out with each and every single one of you. You're always a damn treat to hang out with, and a damn treat to sip some tea with, because the tea parties here are top tier. At this point, we need to start cracking out some snacks and cakes. Have a lovely night, guys, and raiding in 3, 2, 1. Rest well. Mwah.